No Marcianos were heard in the making of this fucking stream and shit, man. What the hell's
No
going on? Hey,
tinfoil
everybody,
working.
what's going on? We are back. It's a new year, new you, new me, new everything, new stream. What is up, everybody? I am your ever humble host, Mr. Happy Harry Hard on, not off, but on, aka Ray Ramos, creator of the Cryptidnals, industry professional, cryptozoologist to the stars, reckless, and also the effervescent elephant, as always. What is up, everyone? 2024 is here. Julius, it's 2024. We are back and we are stronger than ever. We got some major announcements coming up. But first, who is on with me tonight?
¿Qué tranza, vatos locos? This is Oliver Lee Arce, codename Olier 656. ¿Qué pedo?
And I'm Julius Freeman, the writer and creator of the Ghetto Dragon and Vigilant Fury.
Woo!
And I am glad. Woo! What's going on, guys? I hope everyone's recovering from their hangover, because I still am. It was pretty vicious, but nonetheless, we are alive and we are here. And yeah, let's get tackling on these comics, because comics aren't going to make themselves, you know what I mean? Especially in the environment that we live in right now. Speaking of which, what's up, guys?
Oh, shit, look at the posters.
Oh, damn.
I'm coming in a little close to speak to everybody tonight.
Pues si tú también tienes cámara, pues...
Very serious. Oh, hey, look who's joining me.
Nice.
Mr. Oliver Lee Arce in black and white. In black and white. What about you, Julius? Are you brave enough to join us?
Of course, always. I always just go with what. Hold on, give me a second. I gotta get my.
You gotta comb my hair and shit.
By the way, Oli, just so you know, it's gonna get down to like 15 degrees tonight, so please turn on that heater. And
oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm prepared. Yeah. I got the heater going on right now.
Oh, you got the heater going on. Okay, good. And that's a nice mask. That's nifty. Where'd you get that?
From our pals, the Comic Attic.
That's right, Marcus and Izzy at the Comic Attic, located in sunny Chaparral, New Mexico. Thank you, guys. It was a pleasure visiting you guys yesterday. It was fucking awesome. They have an awesome setup, like most comic book stores should look like. That's what it looked like right there. We
should actually like run ads now in the stream.
We should do that for people and stuff. I shot a little bit of video for the Comics Attic yesterday just to show it off. Oh, hey, what's up? There he is. He's got his green screen on.
Mira.
Good to see you. Yeah, exactly.
You can hear me, right?
Yes, we can. We can hear you, sir.
Perfect.
No more worse for wear. As last year, Mr. Freeman is joining us. Whoa. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit more. That's a warmer color right there than whatever you had on right now.
And estoy tomando mi gran whiskey.
To whiskey?
To Dr. Pepper shake, is that it?
That Dr. Pepper
I just finished the Dr. Pepper shake and it was delicious. From Wara Wara Burger. Así le dicen en aquí en
Wara Wara Verga?
En el burger, Wara
Wara Verga? Oh shit.
Eso es lo que comes, ándale pues. Anyway, what kind of whiskey you drinking?
Niños,
what kind of whiskey you drinking?
High West.
High West, is that bottom shelf, middle shelf, or top shelf?
I have no idea. All I know is it's 46% alcohol.
I weigh.
So it's a great whiskey. I love it. It goes down smoothly. It very, very nice feeling to it. I feel like Nick Rakita, but without the whole blubbering. Blah, blah. 2024.
2024, sir. I had myself some Bullet. Bullet is 90%. So
oh, shit.
That was good stuff, bro. I'll tell you right now.
It's going to be a good show tonight, then.
I don't have it right now. I had my Dr. Pepper shake.
Maybe you know what? Before we start, you need to repaint your fucking wall.
Dude, why do you think I put the posters up?
Because the posters clash with the blue. So it's not.
Yeah, it's yeah,
Mm.
it's bad. It's pretty bad. Like this is what I was left with. My mother was strange and she liked turquoise. So
Is that turquoise? Is it turquoise?
it's in person. It is turquoisey, I guess.
I
Turquoisey.
consider that like an ocean blue or a
Well,
sky
yeah,
blue.
on camera it looks ocean blue, but
Like a baby blue, no?
in
Like
person it's more
like
turquoisey.
those bootleg Nintendo cards. The baby blue
There you
cards.
go. I remember those. Oh man. But yeah, so what's going on, guys? What's happening? I just came on camera to talk to you guys real quick and let you know what is happening in the world of the Cryptidnals. We have a
You want
bigger,
to do that right now, or
yeah,
we're gonna build it up?
let's get it out of the way. Let's start the new year right.
Let's do it.
Total transparency, guys. Okay, honestly, we've been having some issues as of late with the publisher. There's been a lot of I don't know, back and forth, and due to personal issues, we are no longer associated with Blacktooth Comics. The Cryptidnals is 656 Comics once again, and will be published by 656 Comics in the coming year. Right now, everything is very tentative, but hopefully, we will be wrapping the story up. I think mid-year, we should be launching that. We're gonna try doing a little something different. Not everything has been, nailed down as of yet, but like I said, total transparency. We want you guys to know we don't want to keep you guys waiting for something that may not come. So we'd rather take it into our own hands and do something with it that you can be assured will kick ass and will be out there soon.
I
That's
have
what I can tell
questions.
you. Soon. Yes,
I
sir.
have questions.
Yes, we have answers. Some.
There are three issues left.
Mm-hmm.
Are we still gonna get those
Yes, you are
under
still getting those
Blacktooth?
3 issues from Blacktooth. No, no, they will be published by 656 Comics.
So, guys,
Wait. Hold on. I'm still have. Wait, hold up.
See, this is what I wanted. I wanted the shock on his face. It's gold, Jerry. I'm telling you, it's gold.
So wait a second. Are you still going to be in stores and are you still going to be in previews?
All of that is being worked on, sir.
yes.
So we can't reveal too much as of yet, but we're working on
What
it.
happened?
Life happened.
Back room, Julius, right now.
Yeah, due to fine print in the contracts, we cannot discuss any of that. So it's an NDA of sorts. So.
Oh, NDA of sorts.
Mm-hmm. Joseph
So I
Chanley
think it's the
Riquito
other
I
party.
know, isn't he? Like, are you gonna come in?
He wants the chisme to be
He
live.
wants chisme, bro. I'm sorry, man.
Well,
Like,
I'm just saying. Look, I'm just saying. Like, you want to talk about NDAs and contracts. I'm
we're not
assuming that
chismosos,
that
bro.
the other
We're
party
not,
violated
people-
his agreement.
we're not
to that
people that
contract.
thrive off of the fucking chisme. So we're just gonna leave it at that.
No. But what Julius is saying is,
And that is, I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Tiene verdad. It has.
I'm saying, like, okay, fine, NDAs, contracts, agreements, but it appears to me that the other party violated his agreement that he
It was
signed on the
amicable.
dotted line.
It was amicable.
Amicable.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, Ray.
Look right there. He's being all fucking.
Mira,
Man.
And I was like,
Sí. Good.
Yeah, exactly. Living up to your last name, sir. That's all I'm saying.
hold on, guys. Hold on. Give me a second.
Go right ahead, sir. But yeah.
His background.
I know his pretentious background and stuff.
His pretentious background. Look who's
No, but
talking.
seriously, I know but seriously, no, we want to be transparent with you guys because you guys have invested time, you've invested money into what we do. We want you to know that we are not going to let you down. We're not going to like just disappear in the night and leave it hanging like that because it's not our style. That's not our style. I'm sorry. Say again. I couldn't hear you, sir. Go ahead.
No, I was reading Miss Gonzalez's comment.
¿Verdad? La pelea de los terrenos. And Gio Gonzalez is back. Thank you for joining us once again. Edwin Bloodbone. Drinking and YouTube don't mix.
You know what, Edwin? I think you're wrong. I think they do.
Dude, you're just against everybody now, man. You just want to argue with everybody. Some person.
No, I know. Edwin knows I'm just joking. Edwin's cool. I like Mr. Acevedo.
Are you gender swapping all characters and making it a comedy? No and yes. Anyway, Francisco Arce, yeah. Bring him in here. Why is he not in here? Cheers. Happy 2024. Thank you so much, Raul Corazon. Appreciate it very
Hola,
much.
corazón.
And Omega
Mucho
Arts,
gusto.
what's up? 6x6 Comics. Good to see you, Omega Arts, as well. But
Well, I mean,
what was
that's you know, in all seriousness, that is big news. I hope that you guys do get in previews because that would be a big step to have 656.
We're
The
working on
publisher
that.
grab you in a Come on, some person. Come on.
Yeah, his last name is Trump.
You know, hey, it's a I think it's a step up. I think it's a step up to what's coming down for you guys for the publishing house of 656 Comics, and whatever happened, I guess happened. And yeah, let me just say that I'll just keep that to myself. I'm not gonna say anything.
Were you just putting together a stack of papers? That's what I heard. Like,
no, it was my
This is
pen.
David
I had my
Letterman all
pen.
of
I
a
was
sudden.
tapping my pen. I was tapping my pen.
So you were doing the Dennis Miller tapping your pen.
Benjamin Soto says, "Will Diamond still be distributing the book?" So, like I don't know if you heard Ben, but like Ray was saying, they're working on that. So we'll see. We'll just have to wait and see.
We're working on. This is very fresh news. We just wanted to share it with you immediately because we don't want to wait very long, especially like in the current, I guess, climate of indie comics. I'm happy to see Saisame's OG logo up on the shelves. By the way, thank you so. To be honest, thank you so much, Mr. Metal Movies and Brewskis. You had him on your show the other day, didn't you?
Yeah, I was on this channel a couple nights ago. It was a very good show. If you guys want to check it out, it's on his YouTube channel. I think the YouTube channel is called the same, if I'm not mistaken. Metal Movies and Brewskis.
Yeah,
it was a great conversation. We talked about Vigilant Fury, the approach to comic book writing, and what he's up to, what he's doing, and the future of not just the future of comics, but also he asked me what my favorite movies were, favorite director, favorite book, that kind of stuff. It was a cool conversation.
That was a very short list, wasn't it? Especially when it comes to Mr. Christopher Nolan, right?
Mr. Christopher Nolan.
That's all he's got. My God, that's all you resort to. Come on, man. Let's go.
And just for the record, I didn't even name one of his movies. I didn't even name one of his movies as one of my favorite either. It was Touch of Evil. It was Orson Welles' Touch of Evil.
You
don't even know what my favorite movie of all time is, do you?
I don't care.
I know. That's why I'm saying it.
Is it The Prestige?
The Little Rascals.
Guacatelas.
Oh, I know. It's Last Jedi. That's right. It was Last Jedi.
Whoa. That one, that's a low blow, sir. That's a low blow.
Okay, yeah.
Chingo.
Stop it. Crazy.
No me gusta cuando pelean mis amigos.
I know. No peleen, por favor. No me encanta, no me gusta, no me gusta.
I just want to say that these are the last books that will have the Blacktooth logo. So, I mean, I don't know. If you want to buy them all, they're still available.
Because they're not going to make them anymore.
Let me add to that. Yesterday we went to Comics Addict and we met with the CGC facilitator that is our friend, Don. And he is having the Cryptidnals books, the first 4 issues. He's having them currently graded to be slabbed, and also on top of that, he's got another few books that we made that are being slabbed as well. So if you picked up these books, man, they will be, worth something eventually one day because they are being taken very seriously now. Like I said, CGC is grading them as we speak, and we should be receiving word on that very, very soon as to what grade we get. Ooh,
you're not gonna do their tranzas, Julius, like the ones you talked about.
Oh, I know. I mean, your books are pretty much safe. It's the older books that you have to worry about for that.
So yeah, that was cool. Speaking of which, but before we move on, I just wanted to let you guys know once again, the Cryptidnals is still very, very strong, very, very much alive. It is changing a bit of direction, and it will be coming at you very, very soon. The last 3 issues will still be published. Everything is still going according to plan. We're just changing the logos for the publishers. Pretty much that's it right there. And of course, trying to schedule it up and see what we can do as far as Diamond is concerned too. So as soon as we have information on that, we'll let everybody know. And we'll keep you in the loop because we owe it all to you guys, of course. You guys have been there to support us since the very beginning, and we are not going to let you down or disappear, for that matter, until we are completely done with this run. Well, even then we're not going to disappear, but you know what I mean. We just want to keep you in the loop, of course. And as any good company that produces something of quality, we want our consumers to be aware if there are any changes. We don't want a new Coke you all of a sudden, so to speak. So I don't know if you want to add anything to that, Oliver.
No, so like I was saying right now, so these are the only four books with the Blacktooth logo. So we are thinking about reprinting them again with our logo. So that's I think that's gonna be a collector's item now, because yeah, there's it's only four with Blacktooth involved. So I don't know. Could that be worth something? Is that like something to like own, right? Or does
I
that
mean,
ever
it's
happen? Like change
didn't that
something?
happen with Mirage when they did the Turtles and then they relaunched them?
See, I don't
Did
know.
they do that? Like a second printing or whatever with a new publisher. The original Mirage issues are worth like a shit ton of money because they were the first time they came out. So
Well,
it's
it's a matter
possible.
of print run. So the Mirage, once they lost it, they couldn't reprint it. So that was the
Yeah.
last. That was a one of a kind type of deal. So, yeah, perhaps that's going to be the case.
Pinche Edwin.
I'm
I'm starting a
starting a
new
new com-
company called
When it
when it
comes, it
comes.
comes.
You'll get it soon, Tommy.
Oh,
Very nice, sir.
heyo, Chad.
I
That
like
was a
that.
good one. I like that
Gee,
name actually. That could be a good name.
I think the crow. Yes, because the crow was what was the crow?
Kitchen
Kitchen
sink.
sink, and then it went over to something else. Hey,
Caliber.
Skip Edwards. Hey, what's up, fellas?
Yep.
Good to see you, Skip Edwards.
Caliber, no? Caliber Press or
Yeah,
something like that?
Caliber Press had it after Kitchen. No, was it Caliber and then Kitchen Sink? I don't know.
No, no. I see. I don't know.
No, no.
No. Don't say. Ah,
No.
Caliber.
I did the crow. Okay, second chance campaign on every. Yeah, and then
I
When
get
you
it when
get
you
it,
get it, comics. Speaking of which, Tome of Reckoning. They just launched today, didn't they?
yes, he did. I think it was. Was it today or yesterday? I can't remember. I think it was yesterday.
You want to
He
throw a
launched.
quick shout out to Tome of Reckoning, por favor?
Yeah, Dionysius, the writer and artist of Tome of Reckoning, he launched his issue 2 for Tome of Reckoning on Indiegogo. And if you guys have not checked out that book, check it out. Back it. It has a great premise. Kyle, my co-host, he dedicated a segment of his worth to pick up on our show. And Mr. Dionysius was gracious enough to come on our show and actually take the critique live. And he took it like a champ, like a total pro. And based on what he explained to us and what he elaborated when Kyle asked him questions about certain things that were introduced in the first issue, it sounds like this series is going to be one hell of a banger. So if you guys have not heard of it, or you guys maybe were thinking about it or on the fence, don't no longer lean on that fence. Jump the gun, back the book, help out Dionysius, because I think this is going to be a crazy fucking project when he gets to into the further issues.
I've seen his updates, man, every day when he posts, what he's working on, and it's looking really, really good. Very, very interested to see where he goes with it. There you go. Thank you,
Caliber.
Brian. Caliber had the crow
Caliber and then kitchen sink. Is that it?
kitchen sink. Mhm. Go back to to the comment before that from Brian. There you go. I'm so mad at this that the story of the third toilet wasn't in Dead Stop. Don't worry, you'll get that story, sir. Don't worry. Gee.
That'd have been the good one.
Some person says, Ray, when will your next drink stream be? You have to outdo yourself from the last time. I suggest an IV drip the morning after. Dude.
Dang.
Whew.
Yeah, dude. Every
That's-
time I drop by the Red Valkyrie show, like just to say hi. Yeah, they always talk about the drinking stream we had with them.
Dude,
That
that
stream
was
was legendary, dude. So yeah, they want us back.
all other drinking streams pale in comparison to that drinking stream, man. Everybody else, maybe the Keon falling asleep stream was very, very close.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Keon and
yeah, we're
That
like
was-
right there.
That one was a rough one.
30 minutes
I
of
mean,
watching
you
some
gotta
middle-aged
pee
men
in you gotta pee in your Whataburger glass to cup.
Why? What?
Next
Why?
time.
What purpose does
You
that
got,
even
you, got, you
serve?
gotta up it, man. You gotta up
I'm
it,
not
man.
upping. I'm not gonna drink my own urine.
I,
What's wrong with
and you
you?
know what's funny? I actually watched that live when it happened.
When he
Yeah,
fell
me too.
asleep?
Yeah, dude. I was watching, cause you know Del Keon. I was like, oh shit, Del Keon. Fuck yeah, I
Yeah.
want to watch his stream, you know. And then of course, I immediately you notice, oh fuck, he's wasted. And then next thing you know, his next thing is like, you know, he's professing his love to Mandy, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? And then next, yeah, then like, oh, I'll just come back later. And then when I came back, I came back to this, and I was like, oh no,
Se
oh
cayó el señor.
no.
Pobrecito, mira el
Se
señor. Se desmayó.
murió.
Se desmayó el señor.
Se murió, señor.
No se muera, señor. ¿Qué on?
Yeah, I was like, oh, dude, that's
¿Qué
¿Qué,
onda?
qué onda? ¿Qué onda?
it was kind of sad, to be honest with you.
Oh man, pobrecito. Pobrecito. Anyway, how the mighty have fallen.
Mira, they remember, man. They remember.
Racing. What are you trying to do? Good times,
What was
man.
that? What was the context of that? Because I don't
I
remember.
don't remember, man. It was,
Of course, you wouldn't remember.
you know, it was a while back, and it was a lot of alcohol. I'll tell you that much, man. Shit.
Yeah, the morning after, dude. Ugh, that was
What did
hard.
Javi? Didn't Javi die for like an hour or something?
Yeah,
Like,
he left the stream like, oh shit.
he just
The guy who suggested it quit was the first to quit.
pretty much. Where is Javi? I miss Javi again.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. There you go.
Javi, can you hear me? Javi, where are you? Wait, that's something else. Here's why she made you do another shot. Chingao, man. Ah,
But back then you were you didn't have you were working from home, no? Or you were like had more days off, no? That's why you
yeah,
could drink.
yeah. I had a lot more days off, man,
I
so I
mean,
could recover and stuff.
imagine doing that Will of Doom stream again. Yeah, you
We
would.
should bring it back. Why not? We should
I
do it.
mean,
That's a good segue actually into the next thing, which is Dead Stop. We're currently doing the sign up for the Dead Stop campaign, the second chance, right? Am I saying this right? I
yes,
don't even know.
yes.
The second chance campaign for Dead Stop. If you guys missed it out the first time, we're going to be relaunching that campaign so that you can jump on it. Here is the pre-sign up. Dead Stop Tour of Terror 100-page horror comic is coming at you when?
February 6th. Well, you know
February
what?
6th.
Let me show you the little teaser I did for this.
Oh
Hold on.
shit, been working on
Oh,
teasers.
nice.
Oh,
Dead Stop Tour of Terror.
Nice.
nice.
That took me 3 days to do.
Wow.
I was gonna suggest, you know, the dying days of YouTube would probably kill this trailer.
Oh yeah, no shit, man. But yeah, I'm working on a no budget right now, so I gotta make with what I got right now.
What
so.
about that
Nice.
other thing that you showed me? The one that you
No,
were working on?
I'll release those on TikTok and on Instagram later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll out. I already have like a bunch of videos that I'm gonna show in our social media, so to create hype for people to sign up. But yeah,
So that's your cue, people. If you're not following us on TikTok or on Instagram, please follow us. Cryptidnals on TikTok and Instagram, and also 6x6 Comics, of course, on TikTok and Instagram. Follow us there for more updates, stuff that's coming up, and of course, we're going to keep you informed and on the future of what 6x6 Comics is doing.
yeah.
Like Oli was saying,
Let me drop the link, and if you guys can help us, like spread the word, that'll be much appreciated. So
this is the pre-sign up, like we said. So if you guys have not yet picked up your issue of Dead Stop, get on the pre-sign up sheet or page or whatever you call it, the email list, and that way you are alerted when Dead Stop drops on the second chance campaign, which is February 6th, I think you said.
yeah, yes.
The link is in the chat, so please follow it, share it. If you can't, follow it, or if you can't subscribe, please share it on your social medias. Get the word out for 6x6 Comics Dead Stop Tour of Terror second chance campaign coming on February 6th. It's going to be awesome. Dead Stop was insanely good. You guys are doing things right. You're associating your name with quality. Thank you so much, Brian. We appreciate that
Definitely,
very, very
Brian.
much. Coming from you, especially, sir. Six Gun Gorilla, the creator of Six Gun Gorilla. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it. Um, so yeah, so get ready for that. Are we just doing like second chance tantan, or are we adding anything to this? Or what?
I don't know, dude. I'm not sure. I mean, we're gonna add a digital tier because I know Kickstarter likes the digital stuff. But yeah, I'm thinking of having like two versions of digital.
Mhm.
So it's gonna be the basic one. So it's gonna have like what got published, and the premium deluxe or whatever we're gonna call it. It's gonna have the. I'm thinking of either including the stories that were remade for this edition.
The originals.
Yeah, the originals, even with the original crappy dialogue and unedited dialogue and with the typos and everything, just give it like a fanzine mini comic underground type of look. And I just thought of this right now, or maybe include the whole like 3 volumes of the Cryptidnals of Dead Stop, the which is Ñañaras, like the
Mhm.
original publication in Spanish. Maybe I don't know if that's like something people will be interested in
The
buying.
Ñañera stuff is fucking awesome, man. Like all
Yeah,
the stuff that was done through that, I guess if you want to call it the title,
yeah,
um, it's fucking killer. And we chose like the best of the best of the best for Dead Stop, but there's more better stuff too. So maybe a Dead Stop 2 is not too far behind, especially if the work is already completed and it just needs to be relettered in English or whatever. You might want to think about that. I was also thinking about, honestly, like seriously thinking about, after finding out, what we had to do as far as the cryptos are concerned and regrouping and everything. I'm seriously considering releasing issue one digital, like for free, maybe for free comic book day if possible. So, there's that
Cryptnos
idea.
issue one.
Yeah, cryptos issue one for free comic book day if possible. So we'll
You
see
should
what we
probably
can
do it
do
free forever.
free
for
forever,
Free
forever,
forever.
free for wait up.
free
Okay, so
forever.
I want to give you a little history of Ñañeras slash Dead Stop. So we're
Make
gonna
it
go
big,
forward,
make it big so we
forward,
can see.
forward.
There you go.
So yeah, so we did. Where is it? Where's number one? Okay, here's number one. Yeah, so we did the in Juarez in Mexico. We did the Ñañaras books, which is kind of like eerie or heebie-jeebies. No, is
Creepy,
that
yeah, creepy, eerie.
creepy? Yeah,
The
so
Warren
so
publications.
yeah, so this is volume one, then volume two and three. Yeah, these were grants from the local government to like talk about the Juarez history, urban legends, and all that shit. So yeah, so we did these three, and then we did like a worst of or the best of,
Hmm.
and we also included like new stories, like a volume four of sorts. And then from here we did the an English edition, a translation. So it's a floppy. It has 3 stories, no?
Yeah,
It has Boys Night Out, Lady of Sorrows, and Junior.
Junior is the one that got
Yeah,
us like a lot of hype, man. Before we did the Cryptonos, before we launched Cryptonos, we were working on this, and we
yeah,
actually released it at the Latino Comics Expo in Modesto, California.
yeah,
And people were picking this book up and reading it, especially for that one story, and freaking out, man. Like they could not believe that story, and even more so when we started telling them like this is based on truth, this is based on reality.
yeah.
So,
So yeah, this is like the genesis, right,
hmm
of Dead Stop. So yeah, so this was we did like what 100 copies and we sold out during that
hmm
show. So that was badass. So yeah, we have the Latino Comics Expo
hmm
exclusive edition.
exclusive edition.
Yeah.
I love
So
that cover, man. If
yeah.
you had switched to color, you could see how chingame la vista pink
A
that
ver,
cover is.
let me see if I can. Yeah.
Look at this cover. Look at the color
There
on
you
that.
go.
Nice.
Yeah, it pops. It
That's
pops.
truly chingame la vista pink right there.
And then maybe I want to do an early bird special, like maybe 50 copies of something, like a bundle, and maybe the air freshener, or maybe
Oh, the air freshener. That's
'cause
right.
this could be an awesome print, honestly, a little
Hmm.
print, like a postcard. Maybe I wanna. I mean, I don't wanna like what's he saying? Like invest money in it. Just want to sell what I have. So I don't know. Maybe no sé qué piensas tú. What's your thoughts on that?
I
Like
mean,
that.
I like the ideas, especially like the postcard, greetings from Mexico kind of postcard. Um,
Okay, yeah.
that would work perfectly because you're on a tour bus, you're touring Juarez, you're visiting all the dead stops, and then you get a postcard. Glad that you survived the tour. Hope that
Pepe
pink card
Cubs and
doesn't
Minas.
mean
What?
It's
Uh,
Mexican. It's Mexican pinky manga. You should know about it. Come on, man. Come on.
Mega just comes in here to stir the pot, man. That's all he does.
Yeah. The Mega, what's wrong with you, man? Come on.
Chingo.
Está bien, Mega, no hay pedo.
So yeah, guys, if you are interested, if you're curious, please get on the sign up sheet on the sign up email list and get ready. Desktop is dropping on February 6th. It's going to be one of the first things that comes out this year of 2024 for 656 Comics. We have plenty of stuff coming out, and we're adding to the mix now that we have the Cryptidnals back. Cryptidnals 5, 6, and 7 also added to the list from 656 Comics. 656 Comics will never steer you wrong. Our mission is comics, and our hope is that you will enjoy quality comics, which, of course, that's what we produce. So get ready for that. It is going to be fucking awesome. Other updates include what, man? What else were we talking about? We want to update everybody on.
I mean, the crossover, the 20th anniversary book that we're doing. It's gonna
So
be
we're working on that. Currently, I'm writing it, and we did create a new game for it, which is fucking crazy, man. Like,
yeah.
I didn't think we had it in us, but we created a game to kind of tie into the comic, which is
The
going to be
story. Yeah,
really
the story is yeah. I don't want to give much away because it's fun. I want the reader to like experience it. But it's gonna be a crossover between all our characters. And
all.
dude, we have a shit ton of characters.
Shit,
I,
man. Tell
wa-
me
I
about it.
was actually the cover. Rich Ayala is gonna do the cover. So
nice.
we got him
Nice.
on board.
Choice.
We I was just like looking for like references and everything for Rich, and we
Mhm.
were like, dude, we have a bunch of characters, man. We had to like narrow it down to 20 characters for the cover because we're doing a homage to Marvel versus Capcom. There's a cool cover image that we're gonna rip it off for this cover.
It's a
Instead of
homage,
being,
sir.
yeah, homage, yeah,
A
I'm telling you
homage.
what it is. We're ripping it off. We're Mexican. We rip it off. Piratería, cabrones.
Chinga. Diga no a
And
la piratería.
yeah, but yeah, dude, it's gonna be cool. We had a backroom talk in the week, and we were discussing characters and personalities and how would they act if they're in this position and all that. So yeah, it was cool, man. So yeah, I'm getting the cover by the end of the month, hopefully, and get that colored immediately because we're gonna do a campaign on that. We're gonna do an Indiegogo and hopefully get on some shows and just do a 30 day campaign because we gotta present it in the book fair coming in May. So that's gonna be where we premiere it, and yeah, hopefully and do a big print run. Hopefully we get like way overfunded it so we could have copies and offer them everywhere to anyone and all that shit. And that's pretty much it with all the updates from our side.
There's more stuff coming. Stomach. What? There's more stuff
We,
coming
we
in the
let,
year.
let's make Steamboat Willie a new 6x6 character.
Mm,
It's
mm, nah. There's better characters out there than that, man. Sauce. Anyway, but yeah, more stuff is coming out this year from Six Faces Comics. This is just the beginning. It's just the first quarter, as Julius affectionately calls it. The first quarter is going to have a lot of 6x6 movement, so get ready for that. It's going to be fucking awesome. And speaking of movement, I don't know if you guys checked out the McFarlane interview this past week, but he was laying it down for the industry to listen to, and it was very, very interesting. He had two. He came out on kayfabe and he came out on the ink plot ink pulp ink pulp
Impulse, yeah.
ink pulp, and I think the ink pulp one was better than the kayfabe. The kayfabe was very like you were saying earlier, like very fanboyish. But the ink pulp, he was laying down some good information, man. I don't know, like, did you guys watch it or did you watch some of it?
I didn't get to watch it, but I heard tidbits of it, and it's he's not that far off. He's around the money. Especially in the end, I think it was Ink Pulp when he said that if you don't sell yourself, if you don't show who you are, then why the fuck why should I give a fuck about you? And he's absolutely right, because that reminded me of him. The reason why I know Tom McFarlane is because he put himself out there. He put himself in front of the cameras and saying, "Yeah, I'm the creator of Spawn. I did that. I did it." And it was like, oh shit. And then Rob Liefeld was another one. Jim Lee, no, not so much, huh? But I think Rob Liefeld and Tom McFarlane were the two biggest, like, I guess, for lack of a better term, help me out here, Ray.
Personalities.
Yeah, personalities. Thank you. That just stood out for me in the '90s, because, like, yeah, they just fucking, we sold millions of copies of comic books, and it's because we're fucking talented and a little charismatic as well. So he's absolutely right on the money on that, for sure. That indie creators need to, like I always say, you have to tap into your inner Stan Lee. That's the key. That's the reason Stan Lee was able to make it until the end of his life, where he still went to cons, he still showed his face around, and he kept pushing the industry to keep growing and growing. And so, yeah, he's right on the money there, for sure. And also, on top of that, he was also right about fucking pushing the boundaries, dude. Pushing the medium forward and trying shit out that's unique and different than what's going out now. And I think the time is ripe for that, for sure. And so far so good. The Cryptidnals has been one factor there, and I certainly have some ideas going forward. All the stories that I'm going to produce going forward is going to be straight up fucking balls to the walls. I'm going to really push the boundaries. And I saw Rich, speaking of Rich, he posted a video of his work with Elon Mudd for the Plunger.
Yeah, I saw some of that.
It's looking fucking great, dude. It's looking pretty badass. It's very lively and animated. I'm really looking forward to that one. Mega Arts is saying, Julius, to be fair, at the end of his life, Stanley was dragged to yeah, no, of course.
Are you talking about earlier Stanley?
I'm not talking about that, Omega. I'm talking about the time when he was spry, when he was,
telling you, Omega just likes to stir the pot, bro. That's
yeah.
And we love him for it. We love you for it, man.
I mean, we were at the last convention that Stanley was in. Well, the last convention he did, like, international, because he was in Mexico. And yeah, then like the next year he passed away. So yeah.
Yeah. I got to see him. I saw him a few times. And the times that I did see him, he was walking around. He had no entourage with him. He was walking around saying hi to all the sellers there, like the I guess I don't want to say the store owners, but the people who sold comics at the tables. The
dealers.
Dealers, thank you. He went to the dealers, started talking to him. It was like, dude, that's fucking cool. Like, that's cool that he did that, Define pushing the boundaries. Well, one example is, like, for instance, the Tom McFarlane, going back to Tom McFarlane, right? When he was drawing Spider-Man, the editors of Marvel did not like the way he drew Spider-Man. They thought he did it. It was just too much for them. It was like, no, it's off brand and this and that. But then they started noticing, well, shit, it's selling copies. It's fucking, people are buzzing about it. The books are selling now like crazy. So they pivoted. And they let him fucking draw the big eyes with the big old webs everywhere, and it fucking worked. That's what I'm talking about, Pancho. That kind of pushing the boundaries.
all the Spider-Mans that have come around the years, like, his was the most spidery, if you want to call it that. And that was something difficult to capture, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, go ahead.
It was Spider-Man for the 90s, no? He brought it to the 90s.
Yeah.
And
that's pushing the boundaries. He He's like, I don't want to draw like John Romita Sr. And no disrespect to John Romita Sr., he was the quintessential Spider-Man artist, but he wanted to draw Todd McFarlane. He wanted to draw what he thought was like, well, I want to draw Spider-Man like a little creepy. It's just fucking spiders. I'm afraid of spiders. Why not draw him a little creepy? And it worked. And same thing with Rob Liefeld, right? With his X-Force comic.
Mm-hmm.
He pushed the boundaries and it paid off. And I think that's what's going to have to take a little bit of both, where and that includes writers too. Writers allowing the artists they work with to fucking have a good time and try shit out, not be afraid to try things out. When
What's interesting that you bring up when you bring up the McFarlane Spider-Man thing is everyone before McFarlane took over Spider-Man, it always seemed like it was a guy in a suit, right?
Right.
Right. Hold on, Francisco. We'll get to that. It always seemed that it was like a guy in a suit, right? But when McFarlane took over, it was not that. I couldn't picture Peter Parker inside the suit. It was someone else. It was Spider-Man.
Right.
And it was crazy because everything after that was an imitation of McFarlane's Spider-Man.
Yes.
The only one that kind of had his own style was that I think was Bagley. Bagley is the one that drew Spider-Man like kind of like his own thing, right? But everybody else that came along, Finch especially, like whenever Finch drew Spider-Man, it looked almost exactly like the McFarlane Spider-Man. And it was all kind of like iterations of that McFarlane Spider-Man. So,
but that's kind of hard now as an artist. You want to leave your mark, but then you're coming back. You're like, ¿cómo se dice? You're following McFarlane, dude.
Right.
How the hell you gonna top that?
that's fuck, man.
I mean, Eric Larson, más o menos.
I thought he did pretty good. Honestly,
Yeah, he did pretty good.
I mean, he's the one that got chosen to take over after McFarlane left.
Yeah.
So, and then after Larson, it was Bagley. So Larson and McFarlane were like right there. But it was still, they were still like kind of like feeding off of each other and shit. And you could tell like he was doing his Spider-Man title, and then Larson was taking over Amazing Spider-Man. They were kind of like feeding off each other right before McFarlane left Spider-Man completely. So even the black suited Spider-Man was so spidery, man, and it's difficult to sell somebody in a black suit. You know what I mean? It's because it's just a black suit, but the way that he constructed the musculature and everything off of the frame of what was Peter Parker, all lanky and fucking spidery, it sold it. Sold it. So I think that's when it comes to pushing the boundaries, that's exactly what he's meaning, or what you should be looking into. Like, how did this artist revolutionize a character that already existed? How can you revolutionize a character that you're making up on your own? Like the whole Steamboat Willie thing, man, is getting on my nerves because all they're doing is just like making it a horror type story and shit. I'm like, come on, how can you fix it? What can you do in order to fix it? I was actually thinking of how I would rewrite Steamboat Willie. And I would make it more like Mr. Jangles in fucking Green Mile. Make it like that type of a story. It revolves around Steamboat Willie, but it's more centered around this mouse that they call Steamboat Willie in this ship, and feed off of that. Like work off of that. Like give it that twist. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no digas nada.
Stupid.
Don't give away the ideas, man. But that's a cool one.
It's just an idea, man. And everyone's gonna have them, and everyone's will be different. But that's what I mean. Like something new, something that pushes the boundary, something out of the box.
And not only for like the design of characters, but also sequentially speaking as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like people think, oh yeah, just do long white box, white panels, but I mean, try to push the boundaries of how you could tell a sequential story without resorting to just having action or art inside squared boxes or white panels with the borders. I'm a big fan of borderless panels. Big fan of 2-page spreads and all sorts of crazy approaches to telling a story with, like, for instance, Alan Moore with Promethea. You guys remember that 2-page spread with the Infinity?
Yeah.
And I mean that stuff like that, like things that it will be hard for Hollywood to try to replicate if they try to replicate it.
The only one that I can think of that is the originator of originality, of sequential storytelling, is Eisner, man.
Yeah.
when he
Yeah.
would do the spirit, the way that he
Mm-hmm.
would incorporate the backgrounds and the
Exactly.
buildings and everything into the story itself, dude, that had never been done before, and it's never been done as well after. So I think that's kind of like pushing the boundaries as far as I'm concerned. What Pancho was saying, how would you as a writer push the boundaries? What would you do? I mean, my example was the whole Steamboat Willie thing, but what would you do, Julius?
Again, writing stories that don't that go outside the whole idea of like, oh, this would be a good movie, or this would be a good TV show. Write a story specifically for the comic book medium, and then obviously pick out. It involves a little bit of catching talent as well, seeing the potentiality of the artist that you want to work with, be it an established artist or someone who's coming up, and see maybe you can pull it out of them and letting them fucking go, dude. Like write the story and go, okay, here's the idea I have. Let come up with something and then work with them. Work with the artist and see, well, I like this, but let's try this. Can you draw this instead? And of course push as much as you can. As long as it doesn't disrupt the story. Because that's obviously important.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the only way I could think of in terms of a writer pushing the boundaries is telling stories that would be extremely difficult for Hollywood to try to adapt and keep it in the medium of comics. Like for an example would be oh gosh, what's the name of that artist who passed away a couple years back? He had mental health issues.
Oh man.
He drew that character with the mask with the smiley face, I think it was.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm talking about?
Jason Pearson?
Yes, I think that was
Yeah.
his name.
Buddy
Jason
Bag?
Pearson. He's a prime example of that. Dale Keown is another example of that. The Pit was a book that was like, what the fuck is this? Like this is amazing, and also Sam Keith with the Max. And then another artist that recently passed away. I think he passed away last year. I forget his name. But he drew
What
an
would you
Image
draw?
comic book that was really out there, like art wise.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? He passed away last year, I think.
Trencher, no, he did Trencher.
I think he
Yes.
did
Oh,
Trencher,
Keith
yeah.
Giffen.
Yes, Keith Giffin's another one.
Giffen was a writer artist, so that was the double threat right there.
Yeah,
so.
but when you look at that Image book and you're like, whoa, dude, this is fucking gnarly right here.
That's the
This
stuff
is
he
like
was doing
straight up.
Lobo, man.
Yeah, this is straight up comic book. You can't do this anywhere else but in comic book form, and that's what I'm talking about when it comes to pushing the boundaries.
That's
So
interesting.
yeah, writers, tell your story, but when you work with an artist that's larger than, like, you could just see it. You could tell, right? I'm sure Ray, you've noticed, Ollie, you've noticed artists that you come across where you're like, nah, man, I can't contain this guy. This guy is gonna, he needs to be big. Just step back and let him fucking do his thing.
Dude, the one that comes to mind, Arts Mental Health.
Eso sí cierto, Omega. Eso sí cierto.
The writers that push the boundaries with artists that push the boundaries that comes to mind immediately is Ellis and Hitch on Authority when they started.
Yeah.
Because Ellis had these grandiose, crazy ass ideas and scenes, and Hitch would pull them off, man. Like everything was an epic fucking movie scene in those books, in those first few issues and shit. And when Millar came on, the same, it just continued from there. But dude, that first run, the first series was fucking balls, man. It was awesome.
Yeah, and another duo who I think worked really well together, who did the same thing, was Alan Moore and John Totalbin.
Oh yes, on Swamp Thing. Run. Fuck yeah,
man!
Dude.
Those fucking. If you guys have not checked out that run with Alan Moore and John Totalbin on Swamp Thing, not only on that book, but also they worked on a few issues on Miracle Man. I mean, talk about pushing the boundaries of sequential storytelling. Those two just work so well together, and when you look at those books again, you're like, dude, this is pure sequential art, right? You talk about cinema, right? Oh, pure cinematic art, right? Well, in this instance, Dario is another one. I think Dario is one that's definitely can push the boundary. Yeah, there you go, another example. Jodorowsky and Mobius. Those two, shit. Man, those two fucking made magic.
Pancho Arcenda. Good job, Pancho. Good job.
That's what's up. But yeah, that's how I would imagine you need to, not just me or anyone else, but any indie writer today that wants to make a name for themselves or leave a mark, you really have to, like Tom McFarlane says, fucking stand out. Do something that's gonna fucking get people like, whoa, what is this? That's how I felt about Rich when I saw Roach Balls. When I saw Roach Balls, I was like, este way, this guy right here, he fucking knows what's up. Rockefort, another one.
Mhm.
Yep.
Rockefort's a badass, man.
He's gonna launch his third book, and I'm gonna get it, and not because he has a YouTube. It's because I saw Groken 2 and I saw people posting the artwork of it, and I was like, fuck, I missed out. I'm definitely gonna pick up the next one for sure. And
Yeah, I'm gonna pick them up too because I haven't bought any.
Yeah, neither have I. But now that I saw his work, I'm like, este way, this guy.
I hope he has the catch up tier or something because I want to get everything.
Yeah, me too.
And Rockefort did fan art for us too, man. That was fucking impressive shit, man.
And he sold it from Pinche Roca.
Well,
we should get him on here one day.
Yeah, for sure. We'll talk to him and stuff, man. Fucking awesome.
But, yeah, that's last Forrest Gump says. That's all I have to say about that.
It's the truth, man. It's the truth. Chingo.
So yeah, man, just don't be afraid to fucking push. Don't be if writers have to stop being afraid to tell the artist, I think you could do better than this.
Yes. I mean,
that's
the anybody.
Yeah, I know artists. I know maybe the artists who are listening to the stream now or who are listening to replay will probably be like, oh, but it's not a knock. It's not a knock on you guys. It's a straight up like,
what do you know about that shit?
You're not an artist. Get out of here.
You're a writer. Get out of here.
Yeah, I may not be an artist, but I know what good comic book sequential art is supposed to look like. Being real, dude. Being real.
PG.
I think all three of us here. Have read enough comic books in our lifetime. You started at a young age. Oli, you started at a young age. I did at 12, 13. From 13 until now. And, I'm in my 40s now. Never stopped reading comics. Always consistently read comics. We've read great comic books over the years. Not only did we read great comic books over the years, we studied the craft. We read books on how to write comic book scripts. We read the books on writers who wrote books about writing, scripts for comics. And so there's an objective, I guess, a look as to what works and what doesn't. And yeah, I think that's not a bad thing to say. We can recognize, no, this ain't gonna work. To, oh shit, this is gonna fucking kill it.
Exactly. Yeah,
so we shouldn't be afraid to do that.
Yeah, usually,
this is good, but it could be better. You could do better than this.
Usually with Dario, whenever we did the patches for Cryptidnals, he would come to my studio and show me the pages, and I was like, you gotta do this better, dude.
Yeah, dude. That's
here.
There you go.
Here's a light table. I'll scan it and print you the blue line and re-ink it, man. Because it's not good, man. And you know that people rush it. And you can tell. Like, oh,
you can tell.
Cabron. I mean, yeah.
Exactly.
You need to give it time. Dale tiempo.
Those extra pages in issue 4, man. The new pages that he redrew, the Llorona page. That shit was fucking badass, man. That, my God, I know Dario is one of those artists that's very versatile, and he'll surprise you. If you just let him do his thing. So I'm very appreciative of the fact that I get to work with him. But as far as pushing the boundaries, that's one of them. Exactly like Gio was saying earlier. Like Dario, I don't know if she was meaning that he's one that pushes the boundaries or he's one that's crazy. But
he's crazy.
He's a little bit of both. I think you need a little bit of both.
Mental health issues, like Dario. Anyway, but I'm glad you do, sir. I'm glad you have mental health issues. Shit, how else are we gonna get this shit pulled off?
I mean, looking at comics, man, you don't have to be right in the head. I think you gotta have something inside of you that who wants to be sitting hunched over the tablet or the drawing table drawing this crazy shit, man. Why not just go to the get a 9 to 5, like work at Walmart or some shit. I mean,
As long as you don't become obsessive like Wally Wood, I think you'll be fine.
no shit.
You know, that's a whole other story right there.
And
So
Hollywood did some great fucking work too.
Yeah.
no shit, man, fucking a. But so yeah, so moving right along on that. What else were we talking about? We were talking about something else that we didn't really even talk about what McFarlane said, except that one topic. As far as like if you're gonna do something, then do it so I can notice you.
I mean that's
Kind of
that's
thing.
what the gist of the whole podcast. No, that advocate for yourself. Like you got to be
Yeah,
out there talking
that's
about your craft, talking about your shit, your projects. I mean, even Rob Liefeld said the same thing when he was working on what's it called, Mutant X. Was that his new
Yeah,
character or something X? I don't know. Because
Captain X, Corporal X, something like that.
yeah, see a weird helmet with an X in the middle. Like yeah, whatever. Anyway, Marvel didn't push the product, so
Mhm.
he had to go on Twitter and
yeah.
do signings or I don't know, just talk about the fucking book because yeah, that's what Marvel does. The publishers don't promote you for shit. You gotta do it on your own. Yeah. So
Pretty much.
and Tom McFarlane is his own boss, his own publisher, so he has to do it.
Yeah.
So he gets on stream or on a video drawing, talking about we're doing this with Spawn photos and blah,
Hey,
blah,
photos, check it out. We're doing Spunny Boy. Woo, woo, woo.
Well, see,
Chinga.
that's like the summary of the podcast.
That's yeah, I it's pretty much what every one of us is doing today on Twitter and on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube. Here right now we're talking about comics and our work, and that's the way it's gotta that's the nature of the game today. But everyone has a comic book project out. And now it's just a question, how do you stand out from those hundreds, if not thousands, of people who are selling their own comic books?
Yeah.
And Rockefeller
Anything.
Rockefeller is one example for me where I was like, este way, holy shit,
Yeah.
amongst all the other artists that are out there. And EVS with the Cyberfrog project, that didn't really,
Did
it
it connect
didn't
with
sell
you?
me because I guess I just didn't see any connection to it. But I
Mm-hmm.
will recognize, he fucking draws like a beast. I will give him that. But Groken was the book where I was like, oh no, I need to fucking back this one. This is the book I have to back.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, the stuff that Rockefeller did when he was at Image, when he was at Top Cow, man, the Velocity stuff. I don't know if you ever saw that or not, but
Yeah.
that shit was fucking fire, man. That just translates onto what he's doing now. Like he keeps it going, and he's one of those very few artists from Top Cow that are still going strong to this day. And a lot of the other artists are still there, but they're not as memorable as they were when they were with the Top Cow. And Rockefeller's one of the few ones that is. So yeah, man. If you guys have not checked out the Groken, I'm sorry, my English. Go check it out because it's fucking badass, man.
Oh, I'm
It is
definitely
really
gonna check
cool.
it out.
Is it because Kenneth is he still hungry, like to be the
No,
top
I
dog,
know what I
or
think it
what
is.
Because
He loves it.
Yeah, Anele, the
He loves
passion.
it. That's it. That's
The
the
passion still
only
there.
answer there is. He loves drawing comic books, and it shows. It shows. He loves drawing.
Because there's no phone in artwork.
No,
Mhm.
no.
I haven't seen any. I mean, the other guys that you mentioned, yeah. Dude, what happened here, man? Was there a tight deadline or?
I mean, look at the whole fucking Cassidy debacle that happened 2 weeks ago with that fucking X-Men cover that he did.
the Wolverine, the
The
X-Men
Beast
cover?
Wolverine,
Yeah,
like what the hell
shit.
happened there, man? I couldn't
Yeah,
believe
that
that it
was.
was Cassidy.
Honestly, I'm gonna fault the editorial on that one. I'm not gonna fault Cass today because if I were in that room and we're picking out the images that we're gonna deliver to Diamond or previews, and I saw that, I would be like, nah, we're not gonna release this. Not like, okay, fine, he
I,
collected the check. That let him cash his check. That's fine, but we're not
Let
gonna
him
release
cash
this.
this check.
I don't think that cover is gonna be published because it was something to like because previous has a deadline because you have to turn in something to go to print and
Right.
promote, right? like 2 months ahead or a month ahead of time,
Mhm.
and then usually previews is like, dude, we need it by tomorrow. What do you have? And so, I mean, Marvel messed it
They
up
have
there.
like extra
They
art
have
all over the place.
hundreds and
So
fucking thousands of images, man. They could have
Dude,
chosen.
I mean, we always hear that, oh, Marvel has like a backlog of backup stories, pinups,
They
covers.
do.
Yeah,
They
I mean,
do.
what happened there? Did the well dry out or what the hell, Marvel?
You know, my conspiratorial mind
Oh
here we
shit!
go.
tells me that they probably did it on purpose to embarrass him.
Oh wait,
You
¿tú
think
crees?
so?
I mean, is that too far off?
Conspiracy
I
theories?
mean,
Well, no, sir.
Is that too far
is
off?
there?
Like, is that I've heard of stories back in the day when editors would embarrass artists who were assholes or didn't meet the deadline. They would embarrass them in some way.
Oh, cabrón! Wow, that's interesting.
That's just my thing. I mean, because I just can't see
That's
myself like as a professional at that level saying, "Yeah, release this. It's okay." It's like no
But
way,
that,
dude.
but that talks back bad about you, no? As a
That's what I mean. That's what
yeah.
that's that. I will say this. I have it on good authority.
Shit.
That the people who work at Marvel are not the best kind of people that should be working at Marvel. Let's just say that.
I think we are having this discussion before. It's all
Deja
different.
vu.
Yeah. I'm
Deja
having some
vu.
deja
Deja
vu.
vu. I mean, yeah, I'll give it to you, Julius. That sounds logical to me. Ese pinche Eric, ¿cómo estás?
Everything guapo, June
Stop,
Authority. Good
stop,
to see you.
stop, stop fighting people on Twitter, cabrón. Take it easy.
Chinga.
Now you know what, man. I have to say, Eric called out something that should be called out, and I can't fault him for that.
Yeah,
I'm
Props,
still
we
waiting
read
props
for
to
your,
you,
our
Eric.
for
your
our
thread, sir.
apology, though.
Huh?
I'm waiting for our apology, pinche Eric. He lit a fire under our asses.
Hey,
Gave us
hey.
a time, a stopwatch and shit, and we exceeded that. We delivered on time and shit, and no, oh, this is six. No, they delivered on time, and I apologize for being an asshole. And good to you. Yeah, I'm still waiting for it. And the review for Cryptidnals, cabron. So
Yeah, that's the one I'm waiting for
get
too.
to it.
'Cause
Get to it.
I want the review, sir.
Hmm.
I want your whole classroom to do a review on it.
It is you fighting. But no, I know. I
No, he's
agree.
not. It wasn't. I didn't take it as that. As I took it as someone who again has the authority to say something because he fucking dropped
He's a
over a
backer. He's a
brand.
backer. He has a
Yeah,
right.
he's a backer. Why not? Why the fuck not?
He's a consumer. He paid.
Yeah.
He gave creators money to work on this shit. So
I don't know if Eric was here for the beginning of the show, but we did announce, Eric, that 6x6 Comics has the publishing rights back to the Cryptidnals, and we will be ceasing production with Blacktooth Comics as of today or yesterday or whenever the fuck. But yeah, it's no longer going to be published by Blacktooth Comics. It's going to be published by 6x6 Comics. We're regrouping, and we're coming back with you with those 5, 6, and 7 issues coming out very, very soon. Hopefully by mid-year, if possible, if not sooner. So just just a heads up, letting you know we're trying to be transparent, and we're not trying to fall into those cracks of, hey, whatever happened to these guys, they never delivered their books, kind of thing. So just giving you the heads up, sir. No, well, we're regrouping, sir. We're regrouping. We haven't said no to the floppies as of yet. So we're
I
still
mean,
trying to figure out.
in a perfect world, I want to finish it how we planned it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, issue 5, issue 6, and issue 7. Because we planned those issues. We invested a lot of time. I mean, Julius knows, Ray knows,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Dario knows because he's drawing that shit right now. So,
Right.
I mean, it's all planned. We did. Yeah, it has to come up. It has to come up. It is going to come up. So
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, sir. Fact. Yeah, indeed,
Fact is
sir.
right.
Indeed.
Fucking shit.
Don't worry, we're not
Shit.
quitting. We're just regrouping. We're reloading. How about that?
So Eric, if you haven't gotten your 1 through 4, make sure to get them now. Because we're not gonna. Those aren't gonna be reprinted. They're gonna be obsolete. And I don't know if that's the correct word, but yeah,
Mm,
we might have to reprint it under our logo now in the future. So we gotta work something out with Diamond Ray. So we gotta talk about it.
yeah, I'm just waiting on that information, sir.
Let's,
So
let's talk about it, right?
let's talk
Let's talk
about
about
it.
it. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Is it worth the pickup?
Is it worth the pickup? It is worth the pickup, baby.
Well, he did say it was
Sweet.
worth the pickup, so
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 we
it's
got
Kyle
blessed by.
approved. So
No,
there you
we
go.
got the little Kyle logo. It's worth
yeah.
the pickup.
Like a starburst with his face. He's all smiling and stuff.
Dude,
King
I
Cow.
want to do that graphic for your show, man.
Yeah, do it.
Do it.
Like a
Badass.
little camp-
Oh, dude, do it. I'll also use it. Totally fucking use that shit. It's worth the pickup.
Oh man.
Anyway,
¿Qué más? ¿Qué más, señor?
I mean, did you guys catch the Cat Williams thing?
No,
A
what
few
what
days
happened?
ago?
Yes, Cat Williams. He went on a show on YouTube called Club Shay Shay, and I think his name is Shannon Sharp. He's an ex NFL player. He has his own show where he interviews other celebrities, and he has very candid podcast interview type of show where he asks very straightforward questions and kind of I guess you're supposed to be just straight up, I guess sharing the truth and
I don't think
doing it over a couple of drinks and stuff.
and I don't think that the host even got a word in it because Cat was just
Took
letting
over.
it
Yeah,
out.
yeah. The host Shannon was just like going for the ride. Because I watched the entire 2 hour and 45 minute interview. Because I was curious, I was curious about it, and it was mostly about Cat Williams' like upbringing, his life, the way he started in comedy. And the clips that we saw on Twitter and all the other places that were uploaded on, those were truly like straight up like the highlights. Yeah, that was not the entire podcast, but damn, honestly I'm not surprised because Cat Williams has talked like this in the past. I've seen interviews from his in the past
Long
where
story short, what bombs did he drop or what?
he pretty much exposed like one thing he exposed was I guess him and Ludacris went to this Illuminati meeting, and they're pretty much like he didn't give too much details, but he said that they were in the meeting and they were determining what kind of, I guess, quote, gimmicks they were going to be given, and they promised Ludacris 10 movies for like $10 million or whatever. And then Shannon Sharp's like, well, what do you mean? Like, to me, what movies you talking about? He's like, well, he's all, sir, Ludacris is on how many Fast and Furious movies now? And he stayed quiet. And he was like, and, of course, Cat Williams just stayed quiet too and took his little sip, his little moment of triumph.
But the funny thing is about all of this is happened when they dropped the list, no? They dropped that list, and then the Cat Williams thing, because that's all over the news right now. And then
The fucking list, dude.
and then the 10 foot aliens in Miami.
All the elites were like, oh, they start pushing buttons. So like,
I'm sorry, man. The shocker on that list was Stephen Hawking. I was like, what the fuck just happened, dude?
That
Like,
was, yeah.
how did this happen? What, did he have a robot
How did
body
that
or
guy get it
something?
up?
Like, what?
That's my question.
Yeah, that
How did
one was
that-
like, what? What the fuck? Well, all right, holy shit. So that I saw a video that made the rounds where he was, and I think in the 80s, and he was talking like Chewbacca.
Ah, cabrón.
Stephen Hawking was because of his disease, and he had a translator who actually, for some odd reason, understood exactly what he was saying. He was translating for the interviewer,
Damn.
and
He
I was like,
spoke
wait.
Wookiee, sir?
I was like, wait a second, what? What the
That's
hell?
Wookiee.
I think Hawkins misunderstood the thing. He thought
The
it was going
assignment?
to, no,
Yeah.
the Einstein Islands, not the
Oh, he thought it was the Einstein.
That was
Oh, of
Einstein.
course,
I was
dude.
like, oh gosh, yeah.
That's horrible, dude.
What?
Wait, this
Well,
is
whatever
the
the
Einstein
case.
Island?
Oh, no.
Epstein, Einstein. It's all right.
Hey, it's a one letter, man. I mean, I'm like this. I can't read it. Jesus.
what other names caught your eye on that list? I was like,
It wasn't really a list. It was more like they dropped a bunch of depositions, and a lot of people were named. I think Cameron Diaz was named
mm,
in that.
Jesus.
Bill Clinton was named in that.
Oh, he's
Um,
surprise, you know.
Alan Dershowitz was named in that.
Oh, dude, that Dershowitz guy was so far like in each other's pockets, literally and figuratively,
Yeah.
monetarily. It's not even funny.
Um, I forgot who else was named, but it wasn't a list. It was just like a bunch of depositions that dropped and names were being mentioned. A few names were retracted, so we don't know exactly what other names were there because they were able to get the judge to retract their name from the drop. So who knows who those people could have been? But the rumor is that it's one of those names is Hillary Clinton, but again, this is just rumors. We really don't know for sure.
Because they were all there together, man. Trump, Clintons, they were all partying together on that island, man. It's not a no
Uh
brainer.
well. Trump was not named in those
See, wait.
depositions.
He was probably one of those redacted names.
He might. No, you're right. I'll agree with you there, Ray. He probably was one of those names that we redacted, but we don't
I
know.
heard there's like a second drop that's coming up pretty soon.
No, third. Second one already
Third?
happened.
Oh shit, man! I'm like
Yeah.
two.
Second
two
one
drops
happened.
behind.
The second one happened on I think it was Thursday or Friday this past week that occurred. But I did hear the third one was dropping, but I mean who knows what other information is going to come out. But yeah, dude, the it's just so crazy. The day when they dropped it, I remember I was looking through my Twitter feed and I saw a train derailment in fucking New York City, a school
Jesus.
shooting at that fucking same day, and then this Miami shit. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Holy shit. It was
So
gnarly, man.
so just to add fuel to that fire and stuff, man. I had a gentleman come over today to the house to buy some comics from me.
Whoa.
That I had because I wanted to get rid of some of the long boxes that I have. And I had met him at a convention, and I didn't know anything about his background. I didn't know who he was, anything like that. I just, invited him into the house, and he came. He started looking through the books, and we were talking very, very like candidly as well. And like it's started like relating stories and stuff like that. And he started telling me some of his background, and it was very, very like eye opening. I was like, who the hell did I just let into my house? It was kind of scary, but he's really, really, really cool, man. Um, and let's just say this much without revealing too much, because he's a really good guy. He worked for a division in the government, and he was telling me some stuff, man. I was like, "What the fuck, bro?" Like some really serious stuff. And yeah, dude, it just solidified more and more of the conspiracy theories that we believe are conspiracies that are really not. And I wish I could tell you more, but I just wanted to touch on that because of what you said.
What
Like
he was looking at,
like all this stuff is dropping, like trying to distract us from other things,
Yeah.
when in reality there's some shit going down. Yeah, there's some shit going down, bro. And
A lot of shit going down. And it's
dropping balls, right?
honestly, like I totally understand why the people in power are freaking out because what this is going to do is going to not only wake people up as to who was involved with Epstein, but it's going to wake people up to the reality that wait a second, you fuckers do this shit in secret. You fuckers actually meet in secret and actually like have these fucking terrible parties with children. What the fuck? And that's what they're afraid of. That right there is what they're afraid of the most. Is that not so much that obviously Epstein was I would go so far as to say he was probably a Mossad agent. He was probably working for Mossad using a blackmail type of scenario where they compromise
brother.
you. Oh,
Yeah,
they compromise you and they pretty much dangle it over your head. Now you're gonna do what we want because now we have video of you with in a compromising situation. And I think that's what Epstein was. But again, who knows at this point? All I know is that it fucking happened. And I've been following this case since 2008 when he first got prosecuted. And I pay close attention to who associated with him after 2008. And the only people who associated with him was Bill Gates, number one, Bill Gates, and Bill Clinton. And what I mean by that is, it was a matter of public record. He was prosecuted for human trafficking, child trafficking, essentially. So the fact that Bill Gates and Bill Clinton still hung out with them speaks volumes, in my opinion. Because once it's out there, right? I mean, you excommunicated, right? Like, I ain't gonna fucking touch you, bro. Like, fuck you. Like, you're a fucking asshole. And when he got caught again, and it happened in 2016 or 18, I think, I honestly thought was like, oh, he's gonna get away. He's gonna get out. He's gonna get out free. He's gonna get fucking probation, found innocent, and he got found guilty. And I was like, oh fuck, like he got found guilty. And then I was like, oh shit. And he goes to prison, and I'm thinking like, oh fuck, it's gonna happen. It's happening. Like it's gonna blow up. And we were getting there, and then he quote unquote committed suicide. And then when more of the public started to gain more attention to this whole thing, this human trafficking thing, that's when COVID happened and everything got shut down. And it was like, shit. Well, I guess
COVID.
we'll never get
During
it.
that time, COVID got released.
He died late 2019, right around the time when they started dropping the stories of the cases in China, and then they found a few cases in California, and then I think it was around February or March is when they just started shutting things down. Right when the interest of Epstein, who he was connected to, was starting to come out, and I think they had just arrested Ghislaine Maxwell, or she was a fugitive at the time. I can't remember.
I think she was still a fugitive.
She was still a fugitive, right? She was like on the run, and then COVID happened, and everyone paid attention to COVID, and people forgot about.
We kind of had to, sir, because people were dropping like flies and shit. So,
Según.
Vámonos. Here we go.
Según. I have my issues with that.
And then the riots, no, the fucking
riots.
Oh yeah, and you had the riots that occurred after George Floyd, and so it was again distractions, right?
It was during COVID, right?
It was during COVID, yeah.
Damn.
But now,
so we're gonna see aliens this year. Then is that the plan?
Project Bluebeam, man.
It started already, bro. It started.
Project Bluebeam, según.
We're seeing aliens already, sir. They're starting to leak into the media, preparing us for something. Maybe that's the first.
What is your prediction? Like how are they gonna present it? Are we gonna see like the UFO, the spaceships like midair, just hovering? And
I mean, they already did it. Well, I want Julius to answer that question first before I give my 2 cents and stuff. So, how do you think they're gonna do it, sir? How do you think they're gonna present it?
Rollout.
I think they're gonna present it like this. Let me just share my screen real quick, and I'll show you.
Oh shit! I have a presentation for you. I was prepared. I did my research this time.
There's no sound because I'm on my what do you call this? Firefox. So okay. Firefox doesn't allow me to. Okay, hold on.
Well, send me the link. I'll do it.
Oh no, I can share the screen.
All right.
You don't have to hear the sound.
All right. PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah, here you go.
So it's gonna eventually kind of look like.
Anyway,
like
this. Like the Ghostbusters portal, no?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks so fucking fake.
Now, obviously, that's an obvious light show, but I mean, look how impressive that is.
Yeah, it looks very clear.
It looks very convincing.
Yeah.
And supposedly, according to some theorists, is that we'll probably see spaceships, UFOs flying overhead and attacking cities, and supposedly, according to Project Bluebeam, anyway, what's gonna be inside those holograms are gonna be military jets shooting, fucking launching missiles at the civilians.
It has to be lasers, dude. It can't be missiles. It has to be lasers.
Okay, well, yeah, they could do fucking
freaking lasers, bro.
Lasers, and they have to sound like the Mars Attacks lasers. Like
pew 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 pew.
Or like War of the Worlds, no? Like those.
I mean, I don't know what they're. I don't know when that's going to happen, but I'm assuming they're going to wait until perhaps the technology in our phones get a little better, AI gets a little bit more sophisticated, so that way it could be a lot more convincing. So it may not be our generation, it may be our children's generation that might experience it. We might be old men at that point. You know, we might be in our 60s or 70s when that happens. Because that's what I'm thinking they're waiting on. They're waiting to see, like for instance, Miami, in my opinion, was a test run.
Mhm.
They wanted to see how people will react. They want to see how many people will believe it, and they want to see how they could crowd control situations. Because according to some eyewitnesses in Miami, the one thing that's a big red flag for me is that when people started recording to see what was, to kind of just record the event, their phones were immediately confiscated by police. They didn't let you record. They just, hey, you come here, and then they take their phones from you, or they will make you delete the video. So that's for me number one red flag is when they make you delete the video or they take away your phones because they don't want any evidence, right? Because that's a good source of evidence is video. So I don't know, man. This could have been a test run in Miami. Maybe there was nothing. Maybe it was Project Bluebeam. Maybe they were projecting a fucking fake monster to see how convincing it could be to the everyday person at the mall.
I mean,
That's my guess.
I agree with you on some of those points exactly. It's a test run. There's been plenty of test runs. They've been slowly trickling them all out so that we can get used to the idea, so that when
Yeah.
it happens, we're more susceptible to it. I mean, look at the theaters, man. When you go to movies, and they used to have the 3D, where they would have 3D movies because it comes in waves, right? They start, they advance the 3D system, and it looks even more
Right.
real, blah blah blah, whatever.
Yeah.
But they would infuse also like sensory, I guess items or objects.
Yeah,
Like you
No.
could
isn't that
smell,
like
you
the
could
4D
feel.
shows like on
Yeah,
Disneyland and
yeah, there you
Universal
go.
Studios, all
You
that stuff? Yeah.
smell it, you feel it,
Yeah.
the chair vibrates. All that I think is going to come into play once they're ready, once they can get to that point and completely fool, world of worlds kind of thing to the public. But I remember reading about how I think it is in the Project Bluebeam that the reason that we're going to overcome this is because there's going to be a unifying religion across the world, and this one religion will rise in order to prevent the aliens from taking over, the fake aliens from taking over. And once they have us under that one religion, then we're easily more manipulated and stuff. But once again, that's a whole the conspiracy theory thing. Benjamin Soto says, have you heard the theory that the hologram tick was used on 911? That's why no actual plane parts were found at the site. I have something very interesting to add
I
to
heard
that.
about
But
that.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No,
Before
I heard about that, but I never really dove into that because that's just at the time sounded so ridiculous to me. I was like, I'm not gonna bother with that.
Well,
But
There's a lot of video though that
the thing is this, like I like to say, um, like I was saying earlier, this gentleman came to the house today to buy some comics, and he was relating to me some of his stories and shit. And one of the things that he told me that I will share with you was that when in the line of work that he had with the government, he was privy to some of these, I don't know if you want to call them meetings or whatever you want to call them, where they would show off new technology that they were using in the military. And he said that he remembers very, very clearly back in 1987, he saw a Halo suit, just like the Halo suits in the video game. It was
huh,
fully functioning, it was
what
working, everything was there. So, and I asked him, like, so is it true what they say that, we're about 10 years behind when technology comes out for the civilians, it's already been 10 years behind. He's like, try 15. That's how
yeah,
much how behind the
I
current
would say
technology
so.
is to
Yeah.
what everybody else has. So seeing that and then seeing what you just showed us about the hologram, I think it's going to come closer to our lifetime than it is to our children's lifetime, where we're going to see this if it does in fact
Well,
happen.
yeah. Well, like I'm saying, like we're gonna be old men
Mm.
at that point. That's my thinking, and our children will be adults when it happens.
I'm thinking in the next like 5 to 7 years is going to go down. So
Yeah, I mean, damn. Hopefully not, man. That will fucking suck ass. Um, but and that won't relate to dwarfism. Everyone will be converted to midgets and will be
Unstoppable. Where's Brian when you need him? It's just,
also there's they're trying to getting people accustomed to like the idea of meeting aliens through movies, no, and TV
Oh, of
shows and
course,
all
yeah.
that.
Been doing
It's
that
a
for
predictive
years.
programming.
They've been releasing a lot of I think there's a movie in Netflix that an alien visits a farmer or some shit, and they start to living together and shit like that. Like a little alien, like a little girl or boy. I don't know. I'm not sure. I remember. But yeah, like, oh yeah, she crash landed and he's staying with me and trying to help her out and shit like that. And I mean, it's weird, man. Yeah,
You see what metal movies and Brewski said? I heard about that Halo suit 10 years ago in a military magazine I was reading.
that was they're
I'm not surprised, dude. I
they're
mean, that's
press
something
they're
that
doing the Halo premiere, the game. I don't know.
The premiere of the game and stuff. Chingo.
and Halo is exclusive to Microsoft, right?
There we
Yes.
go.
And who owns Microsoft?
Okay.
Mr.
Bill
Mr. Bill
Gates.
Gates.
And better yet, what does Microsoft use to enable voice communication with your computer? Cortana.
There you
It's
go.
part of Halo, Simon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's yeah, it's very strange, isn't it? All this stuff that's happening and I'm not surprised. I saw this meme last week that I thought was very funny, and it was I don't know if you guys ever seen it have seen it yet, but it's a video meme of like a lamp and there's a cat, like kind of like scared to enter the light because he doesn't know what it is, and it's like the caption that says normies learning about the conspiracies for the first time. And then it cuts to another cat who's like completely under the light, just like chilling.
Yeah.
And it's me, me who's telling everyone to just go with the ride.
Just go with the flow, bro. It's cool.
and that's kind of how I feel. It's kind of like, yeah, this is what I guess what they said was going to happen. It's happening. Shit, it's happening faster than I thought. And 2024, man, like it's
You think we're gonna see something like during the election? Because that's this year, no?
dude, yes, I think so. I think what my personal my personal theory is that politics is like pro wrestling, right? How do you get someone over, quote unquote, over, which is a term meaning when you have someone who you want to prime to be the next superstar, like The Rock or Hulk Hogan or Stone Cold, right? You gotta build them up to get the crowd to champion around them, right? So what do? You screw over the quote unquote good guy.
Yeah.
You screw them over by the bad guys, right?
Yeah.
And you do it over and over and over again until he finally has his moment of triumph. He wins the big match, wins the big championship, and now the crowd is all in on him. And that's kind of how I see what they're doing with Donald Trump, is that they're making him look like the victim over and over and over again. And all it's doing is just getting his base more, like they're fucking him over. And then when he wins, because he might win.
He's not going to win.
We'll see. You never, hey, dude. Hey, 2020 was the year of clear vision, right?
Está pero destrumpado ese güey, la chingada.
Pero ganó,
I think you're missing the point. You're missing the point. 2020 was the year of clear vision, right? So you know how they say 2020, right? Oh, my vision is 2020. I can see clearly.
Yeah.
2020 exposed the rigged election system. It's rigged, bro. You could rig it. Anyone can fucking rig it. In 2016, when Hillary Clinton suggested that Trump used Russia to, win the election, my question was, how come she didn't investigate it? She had the support, the political support, she had the public support, she had the court support, but yet she didn't pursue it. Now, why is that? Answer if you can. Why is that?
Because she was too busy at Epstein's Island?
No, because she used it herself. And she didn't want to expose the system because she benefited from it. That's why she stayed quiet about it. Because she could have done it, bro.
That they're all pals. They all do the kayfabe thing.
Okay,
exactly.
So
whatever.
Even though you say he's not going to win, the place is the system is so rigged, bro, that you can manipulate it to your advantage now.
or how do you say it? No mames, way. Nah, no
No,
mames.
no mames, güey. Well, whatever
Yeah,
the
I
case,
understand that
you know
stuff,
what?
man.
I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, really.
I hope
But
you're.
that's what I'm
Yes, I hope you're
seeing.
wrong.
That's what I'm seeing right now when I see all the shit that's going on with Trump and how like they're portraying him as like this quote unquote martyr. And I see it, bro. I was like, this is fucking professional wrestling. They're trying to build him up to be the quote unquote babyface. And so far it's working to their advantage from what I can see. But
No,
hopefully
man.
I'm wrong, man. Because right now, if Biden's still gonna run, I mean, come on, dude. He can't do it, man. They gotta
What do you
find
want,
someone
man?
else.
You want fucking Guatemala or Guatapior? You know, what do you want?
I just want honest elections. That's all. I just want honesty and truth. That's all I care about. That's all I want. But we're not gonna get that in this as I like to call Masonic theater play that we're witnessing daily. Uh-oh.
I'm waiting for it.
I'm waiting for the glitch.
By the
It
way,
was gonna freeze. Hold on.
it's snowing outside right now. So
Has it started snowing already? So we're like in the middle of, I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's really bad outside. There's like winds and snow, and fucking Satan showed up and he's like, damn, it's cold, and he left. And so
Open the
it's
balls
pretty
off
bad.
and shit.
Yeah, dude. I think
Yeah,
schools are
for
gonna be delayed
aliens and
tomorrow
shit.
morning. It's really, really bad. So guess who has to go to work early in the morning tomorrow? Yay! All right, fantastic. But it's you guys better have your. That's what I was saying. You guys better have your calentones on because it's gonna get freezing tonight. Apparently, it's gonna, like wind chill's gonna be 0 or some shit like that.
Oof.
They already,
So-
the
Damn.
dog's already inside. So yeah, he's
Dang.
sleeping.
Well, it's a good thing I live in California because the here's gonna hit 30, I think.
I was. Oh, 30 is still cold, bro. What are you talking about, man? Like,
Oh, is
it
it?
was
Wow. I
30
think it's California weather. I'm like, oh, it's
on New Year's. It was 30 outside. We had a bonfire going and everything. It was pretty chilly.
but yeah, I guess 30 is now that I think about it, that would be fucking cold, wouldn't it?
But they have earthquakes, Ray. So we're good.
We had an
What
earthquake
could-
a few days ago here, actually.
Another one? Shit. What was
Yeah,
it?
dude. Yeah, it was a 4 point something. It was like one of those rolling earthquakes too.
Oh shit. It's freezing tonight too. Yeah.
Oh
dude,
yeah,
it's
Eric
cold
is
all
in,
over.
is in California too. So
Okay. Oh damn, 30 is cold. Yeah.
hey, you should guys meet up. No, your neighbors. Do we?
Howdy,
I
neighbor.
don't know where are you from, Eric? Are you from
I don't think
Southern
we're
California
due.
or are you in Northern California Central?
Don't dox yourself. Wait, have the heater on.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't want him to tell me exactly where he lives.
So whenever Julius is late on his book, go to his house.
Go to his house and tell him. Hey, where's my book at?
honestly, bro, I honestly thought like my name was gonna be on there, and I was like, oh shit, did he not back my book? He probably didn't back my book.
Ooh, you got.
He's gonna show up like Brian from Family Guy. Where my book at? Where my book at?
Gonna put dollar bills on my window.
Yeah. There you go, man.
And I'm
Chungos
gonna
says,
call
that's
it.
why I'm
I'm
working
gonna
while I
call
see
it.
them in
What am I
case
gonna
I'm
call
not
it?
gonna work.
What did he say it was? It was desecration of property or whatever the fuck.
Desecration of property.
Desecration of property. It's called vandalism.
Vandalism.
Pendejo.
Yeah, there you go. Vandalism.
No, not you, pendejo, but that pendejo, you know.
Oh, actually was on my list. Oh shit.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like,
Damn.
ooh. I was like,
Yee,
ouch. I
Pobrecito.
was like, ouch.
Pobrecito, así, güey.
De por
But to be
sí,
fair,
ya
Eric
saben.
did say he did specifically say in this tweet that campaigns that completely like didn't give no updates and just disappeared.
See, that's the main reason that we're stating what we're stating tonight, because Eric is on our ass, man. Like, if we don't say it and he doesn't hear it, that's why I restated it when he came on. I was like, hey, Eric, everything's cool, bro. You know, love us, please.
I mean, I should have word on Dario, like for issue 6, because it should be done by it. Should be done with it by this time. But bueno.
Ah, think about it. It was
So
chilly
we can
today.
regroup a little bit.
Hold
on a second.
Did you go out today or algo?
Yeah, I went grocery shopping and it was like bright and sunny outside when I was inside the house getting ready to go. And then I went out with my t-shirt, my chanclas, I was like, oh, it's gonna be a warm day. And I get out, I was like, wait, fucking chilly out here. Holy fuck.
That's the thing. That's like the opposite effect that has my house, because it gets cold here inside, and then you get out and it's all like warm. Oh, what the fuck? Open a window, let the cold air out and shit. Let the
I see.
warm come in and shit.
Right.
Yeah,
That's what
cause
I thought.
yeah, cause there are times that we like over bundle. Like, okay, we put the long sleeve, the t-shirt, and the
Right.
jacket and the cap, and okay, let's go out. You just walk out and oh man, the sun's hitting hard and shit. Just take up a few layers of clothing and I don't know. Yeah, it sucks. The weather sucks. All right, Eric. 6x6 has been great. I made that tweet because I was looking to see if I backed a certain book, and then I saw all these unfulfilled books.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I can see that. I can see how you're like, oh, I want to see this one, and then you're like, what the fuck? You have all these
Did you get
unfulfilled
the
books.
did you get the creators in your DMs or something, Eric? Like, hey man, I'm sorry, like
All right.
apologizing to you, or was it all just like you know what you're talking about, like the usual,
Think about
you
it.
know,
No, I personally had one guy who never fulfilled his campaign. He disappeared.
because then Clayton, no, is it Clayton or
Yeah,
yeah,
Clayton from he did Kozor, something like
Kozor,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
he did another Twitter thread that was kind of like, damn, dude. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
it was, at the end of the day, I realized, dude, everyone's different. Some people don't mind waiting. I'm one of those people. I don't mind waiting. Like
you
if I get it. I've run a campaign before. I've done a book before. I know it could be fucking full of headaches depending on who's working with you. So that's why I kind of excuse it. But at the same time, I also understand, hey, like if you do promise a delivery date, then try to fucking hit that delivery date, or if you can't hit the delivery date or if it doesn't work out, then fucking refund people their money if it doesn't work out.
Timo.
But, that's just me though. But yeah, like
Or
Metal, like you, Metal, I don't mind waiting. Like if I see a potential of a book, I'm like, oh shit, that's dope. Then I don't, I'll wait for it. I'll wait until I get it. And apparently, that one book that looked dope finally fulfilled after what 3 or 4 years. Was it Death Sworn?
yeah,
Hmm.
El Carl Oro.
Yeah, Death Sworn. And honestly, when I saw the finalized red and black, I was like, you should have stick with the purple tones that you had. Because that's what made it unique for me.
Did you get it?
No, it was already like closed when I came back on the scene. So I couldn't
Because
back it anymore. But when I
I
saw
mean,
pictures, people were posting pictures of the book being delivered. And I didn't like the red. I guess he changed the color tones to red and black, where he added purple, like in the original launch. And I thought, it was a good thing I didn't back it because I would have been disappointed if I was expecting this purple book, right, and I got a fucking red and black color scheme.
Timo. Yeah, that was the book that I wanted to back, but I knew that it wasn't fulfilling, and but then he closed down the campaign. He pues ya anymore. So
Yeah, that's the. I mean, I agree with Eric when he said that's what's harming indie comics. And I agree with him. That is what's hurting indie comics is not the fulfillment of the non-fulfillment of books. So
The Barton screwed over their backers. They campaigned on book is finished and then randomly decided to redraw the whole.
yeah, that's rough, dude.
I'm
That's
never
rough.
getting my sovereign dissatisfied.
Dude, Sovereign was another book where I was like, oh shit, it looks dope. And nope, gone,
Gone,
dude. What?
He's a great artist, but no.
I mind waiting. This isn't farming. You aren't growing crops. This is dumb. Very nicely said, Eric.
That's the danger about crowdfunded comics, that it does take time because you're gathering funds, right? Because that's like the model. Like, okay, you're giving me money to make the book, but then when you release it, it has a to be continued thing slap at the end of the fucking last page, and that shouldn't be that. That honestly, you need to stop thinking that this is a monthly book, because I know these guys are that's their like upbringing and shit. Oh, they're monthlies, so we're doing a series. No, dude, you're taking a lot of time to create this, so you gotta do a self-contained story, but leave it open for a next issue. Do the European model, the Bede model. It's a self-contained story, but they leave stuff open for the next issue.
Just enough breadcrumbs.
Yeah, or introduce new characters in the next issue, new adventure, whatever. Do one shots, do long form one shots, and that's how you get people not waiting, not being um frustrated that, oh man, issue when is issue two gonna come out? Like
Right.
when is this
Yeah.
gonna come out? Yeah,
Yeah.
give 'em
That was something that was very very difficult when it came to like the Cryptidnals, because I wanted to end it, but I didn't want to end it. You know what I mean? I wanted
yeah,
to have enough of an ending where it's satisfying, but at the same time you're like, oh, what happens next? What's gonna happen next? I want to know what happens next. And I think we pulled it off, to a point. We left a lot of like little carrots dangling and stuff like that, but the main story that was going on was more or less resolved. But
mhm,
it's difficult to do that, especially because you want to tell so much story, or you want to tell so many issues, but you only get one shot sometimes. So you want to throw it in there like, well, to be continued, because you got to come back and see the rest. But it's not a satisfying ending. So I mean,
yeah.
like Ghetto Dragon was a good example of that too, man. It was satisfying, but it wasn't the ending.
Yeah, it
So
wasn't.
that's
I
why I'm
was I
like,
was I was left unsatisfied.
yeah, there you go. It's like, man, when is the McRib coming back? I want another McRib.
But see, wait, I mean that's the thing, dude. If you wanna do the whole crowdfunding thing, orale, Simon. You wanna do floppies, orale, but you gotta understand that if you do floppies, it's not gonna be the whole story, but you gotta be consistent. Like every 3 months, wait, each a new issue, or if you're doing 48 pages, 62 pages, whatever, graphic novel, one shot, and have a self-contained story, but leave it open for the next issue and do that for a year, because that's how they do it over there in Europe, a yearly book, and those are what, like 42 pages.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
mean,
roughly. Yeah, roughly. I think
yeah,
that's what they go for. Yeah.
and that's it, man. That's no, there's no problem with that because it's a nice square bound hardcover, fucking big ass book, so people are satisfied, and that's what they're accustomed to. But the Americans are like monthly,
No.
24 pages, 24 pages,
Yeah,
and
we're
it's
conditioned. We're conditioned
yeah.
to
So,
for that with that system, right? And
yeah,
so that's why crowdfunding was such a it's so new, but now it's being acclimated to now it's probably the best practice going forward in 2024 is to have your book at least at the very least before you launch 80% done to 90% done.
similar.
So that way you have the time to campaign, promote, 30 days, 60 days, depending on how comfortable you are. And that way, as you're campaigning, you can still be producing those pages. And then after that, then you can use the funds that you get from the campaign to pay the rest of your artist and use the rest for postage and all that. Wow, that's what happened here. You're showing yourself tonight. Oh,
New
we
year, new
had
me,
big news,
sir.
Jay. We had big news. What Ray did, and he announced it. Ray, would you like to reiterate for
Once again,
the
Jay,
guests who
thank you
just
for
came in?
joining us. Diabolical Souls, New year, new me. We are back with the Cryptonodes. We have the publishing rights back to the Cryptonodes, and we will be taking over publishing later on this year. It's good to be back. We had some issues with the publisher. We split amicably, however, so we are just going to finish off the run. We have other stuff in store, but yes, the Cryptonos is now back in 6x6 publishing territory. So just stay tuned. Follow us on social media for updates. This is very, very fresh news. We decided to break it tonight just to be transparent with everybody that follows us and believes in us and buys our product, because we want to be like that.
And I know Jay buys our product, so
Yeah,
thank you for
we
that, man.
appreciate it, sir. We appreciate it very much. We're not gonna go run and hide and say, yeah, it'll come out, and never come back. So
Well,
and then
see,
Eric will come looking
what,
for
what
us.
did what did Edwin say? It was it'll come out when it come out.
It come out, it come out.
yeah, guys, the new publisher is called when it'll come out when it come out. So
Pretty much.
thank you, for waiting. But see, man, I mean that's the idea. We came in with crowdfunding for the U.S. No, let's just crowdfund our novels, the graphic novels. No, they're self-contained. They have uh, wiggle room for a new issue, but we're giving you a whole story, man. All our books are above 100 pages, so I mean, I know a lot of people read it and hey, when is the next one coming out? I mean, come on, dude, give us a. It took us like 3 years to complete a story and shit, and you read it in what 10 minutes, and they ask you for the next one. But
Pretty
geez,
much, man. Like I was telling you earlier, or not earlier, but a few streams back, going to cons and not having books, and people are asking for them. Like, well, where's the new one? When is it coming out? Why don't you do trades? All this information has been taken into consideration from the people that I've met along the way, and have talked about what we do. So it's something to keep
yeah,
in mind. It's something to keep coming bringing you back to 656. Um, Look at what Jay said right there. Hey, hell yeah, guys! You pull out great books and stories. Thank you so much for that, Jay. We really appreciate that.
thank you, Jay. Thank you, Jay.
So we're just gonna keep trudging along and keep producing great stuff, man. And that's all we can do, right? That's all we want to do. So
I want to touch on the point that Julius made right, as a little while ago about 80% completed. Vision and Fury was it that 80% when you launched it?
No,
Or?
dude, no. No,
why you
that
call him
was
out like
my.
that, bro?
I understand.
You know what?
That.
Honestly, that was
Yeah,
my big wake up call
Simon.
for like, okay, I shouldn't have handled crowdfunding this way. The first campaign was strictly to fund Gambino's page rate. The
Sí.
3,000 that I was asking, that was to pay him to draw the book.
And you were gonna pay for the printing and all that.
I had money saved
Okay.
put aside for the printing.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
So
about-
I wasn't worried about that. I was like, oh, just it's there. I'm not touching it. So when we get there, I'm not worried about it. And so, but in hindsight, what I should have done was I should have at least had, 70 to 80% of the book done already.
So
for
why
me
not do the reverse? Well, you have saved, paid Gambino, and then when you
I
were
didn't
ready-
have 3,000
No.
to pay him.
No, but see, I mean, it happens. No, it's understandable.
Yeah.
But
No,
I mean,
now
look,
now I
I think
know.
what you did was okay, but was it's
No, it was
live and learn,
in
right?
hindsight. In hindsight, I should have done that, but at the same time, it worked out because I gained not only a collaborator but a friend in Gambino.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I'm laughing at that because you sounded like that one. It's not about the journey; it's about the friends we made along the way.
Well, the journey too, because it was his first book, and going back to what I mentioned earlier about seeing someone's potentiality. 80% and 10K deep spent out of pocket production before launch. Shit is expensive as fuck, metal. That's for damn sure.
Sir,
But hey, again, it's part of the love. It's part of the love to make comic books, and
yeah.
being
Hey,
able
Jim.
watching Gambino grow from someone who never drew a comic book in his life to someone who actually
Really?
now
Is this his
has
book?
drawn 80 pages of a comic book story. It's pretty fucking cool to see.
Is this first book? Wait?
Yeah, this is his first book, dude.
Damn. Right.
He's never
He's
done
got-
an actual full comic book story.
Gambino.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Who is you?
he's got the
stepped up,
chutzpah,
dude.
man.
he really did step up.
He wants
He really
it.
did.
That's
And
cool.
I think it's upwards from here. And he was very easy to work with, even though he had his hiccups. Like he by 20 pages in, he told me, "I'm not happy, man. I'm not digging what I'm drawing."
Did you give him the talk, dude? Dude, just like don't get hung up on the details. It's your first book.
It wasn't so much the details; it was his approach to the style. He didn't.
Okay.
He wasn't digging it. He was like, "I'm not digging this no more, man." And at first I thought like, "Oh shit, is he bored? Like, is he not like the story?" But then once he started doing ink wash, boom, right there, right there.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, Sugar?
What's up, Sugar Chris?
Um,
Good to see you.
hello.
He'll dress
He
press.
yeah, he was like, all right, cool. Then it was like almost like the floodgates open where he was struggling, giving me a 1 page every 2 weeks, and then when he did ink wash, and he like it clicked, then he was giving me 3 pages a week, 3 or 4 pages and stuff like that.
You creators better start saving those tax returns and start eating tuna and ramen. Wow,
I mean, that's Ray's plan right now because
ketchup soup, sir. Ketchup soup.
ketchup sandwiches, man.
Ketchup sandwiches.
Well, here's the good thing about the Cryptidnals. You can now go to comic book conventions with 7 books, 7
Yeah.
issues, or even a trade. I would do
That,
this
that,
the floppies because the floppies at least would, it'd be a lot more accessible monetary wise for the new readers who never heard of you. They probably don't know anything about the Cryptidnals, so they'll probably read the first issue, hopefully on a Friday, and Saturday they show up again and they buy the rest of them, or they buy the trade, whatever.
that's something very interesting because well, I don't know if I understand that point that new readers will buy $5 instead of spending, I don't know, 20,
25 bucks.
25 for
Right.
the hardcover or trade, whatever. But I mean, like lugging around 7 issues, that's gonna be like, damn.
Yeah, I would imagine that'd be that'd be fucking
But,
annoying.
but a cheap trade, like a $15 trade, and then have the high class, the deluxe, like
A higher end
Or
trade.
or what
I
you
think
can
that would be
do,
better.
you can even do is like maybe again going back to the whole um free first issue, you could have like a what do you call it, yeah, I guess a barcode on the table and say, hey, here's the first issue. You just scan this barcode and read the first issue. When if you like what you read, come back for the trade. You know,
Because yeah, that would be the way to go. And but yeah, also a cheap trade, like
yeah,
$15. All right, $15, man. That's you'll get like a fucking 48-page book. Yeah, it would be much expensive than $15, huh? But
You
yeah,
can do the
man,
1 and 2. Remember, we were talking about the 1 and 2.
that's
You can do
true.
that.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of like combinations and variables and all that.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
bottom line, we want to be able to produce work that people enjoy at an affordable price because that's something that we've been talking about this as well. People are watching their money. People are very careful as to what's going on right now. They
Yeah,
don't know what's coming down the pipe. So we want to be able to, I mean, it's escapism, man. It's entertainment. You got
yeah.
to escape from reality. And this is the best way to do that.
Dude, the price point is huge right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
feeling.
Kyle was telling me at work last week. He was like, dude, I dropped like 4 books from my pull box Wednesday, and I was like, oh, why is that? Is it because like you're you're going broke away? He's like, no, it's because I'm like 4 issues in some of these books and nothing's fucking happening. Like it fucking they in short they fucking suck.
Yeah,
So I dropped them, and I was like, damn, that's harsh, and it wasn't so much like, no, I could pay for them. I mean, but $5 for a book that's like nothing's happening. Like, why am I going to keep paying $5 for a book that's not where nothing's happening? They're just
Dude, it's
they're just
getting to
fucking
the point
talking.
where people are just buying the book for the cover. That's it. They don't even care what the fuck is going on inside.
Dude, that is a fucking like, oh my god, man, that's
or
a
they,
bad sign. That's a
or
bad
they,
because
or
again,
they,
Kyle has no idea about the quote unquote culture war, right? He
que
just
bueno,
goes to the shop.
que bueno.
Yeah, he just goes to the shops and buys whatever he thinks looks interesting. And the fact that he dropped 4 books from Marvel and DC, mind you, not indie books, Marvel and DC books, because he said nothing's happening, dude. They're just fucking talking every fucking issue, and it's boring. And so I dropped them. So I was like,
That that's the whole thing. Coming back to that disgruntled comic shop owner.
Mhm.
yeah,
They're just spewing their fucking shit, man. Writers, man. They're like the tone of their voice, no, in
yeah.
written form. And
What can I say?
Marvel
Well, I
pays
mean,
them.
I reeled you in a little bit when it comes to the editing, right?
Yeah. But shit.
For your dialogue and narration.
Gee, come on. Oh man. Yep.
That's
Pretty
why
much.
people see, pues a huevo, güey. O sea,
Yeah, no, dude. Omega, I'm one of them.
yeah.
When I go to the comic shops now, I look at the wall and nothing catches my interest. I go to the bins. I go to the bins to look for some of the books that I know in my head. Oh yeah, I'm missing issue, 45 of this book. I'm missing issue 55 through 60 for this one. I'm gonna see if they have them here, and then I look for them.
There was a Turtles 4. Well, I showed you the picture, right, Julius?
Yeah,
At the
yeah.
comic attic. I mean, and that's one of my favorite covers because that's the cover of the NES game.
Yeah, the video game.
But yeah, $40, man. I was like, sure. I'm gonna have to work on some a trade or haggle. I don't know, but I mean, you want to talk about that? We made out as bandits
We
that
made out
day.
like bandits. Well,
Yeah,
you made out like a bandit. Me and Pancho were just like, "Hey, we got comics, yay!" And Oli's like, "How much for that fucking mask?" No, 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 give it to me. I'm taking it. Pinche
this was a
spider helmet.
gift
Nice,
from the store owner, Julius.
nice.
They gave it to me because we're cool.
Because we're cool.
Hey, I'll fucking take it. Shit.
No,
There
it's
you
true, man.
go.
Comics Addict treated us fucking fantastic, man. It's been a while. We've been wanting to get out there. It's about what was it, like 45 minutes away, more or
Yeah,
less? No,
it's in the outskirts of it's
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 in the
like
outskirts.
at the edge of Texas, right? In the entrance to New Mexico.
Yeah, like immediately you know you're in New Mexico. You feel like you're in
Yeah.
Breaking Bad territory. But we went out there to go visit these guys, Marcus and Izzy at Comics Addict. Treated us like fucking royalty. They were awesome, man. Their shop is clean. Their shop is well organized. They got books that you want. They have everything divided up like key issues, things that are new this week.
It, it's
Nice.
a mail room also, right? It's like a
Yeah,
post office.
it's part of the post office. So you
It's
walk into the
interesting.
post office, then you go into the comic book
Interesting,
store. They got a few
uh,
long boxes with books, and it's a mixture, a good mixture of old stuff and new stuff. Kind of like that app, the Key Collector app, and the one that you were showing me, the Comics Geek app. They show you stuff that's hot. They show you stuff that's people are looking for, and that's what they have up on the walls. Like this is hot. This is second printing. This is what people are reading right now. They have their artist featured boxes. They have an indie section too, for local artists and stuff like that. They do their
also
homework.
another interesting thing that they told us that they changed the layout of the store, like every month or when is there
Yeah,
like
every month they change the layout of the store, so you
and
don't so you can get used to it.
yeah, they do it because when the customers, the regulars show up, they don't just go to their preferred section. They do it so they confuse them, and they make them look around the whole store, because then that's how they like see new things. No, they might pick up new books or
Pretty
check out new.
much. Well,
I
let me see
mean,
if I can
it's
send this to you real quick. A ver, espérate.
okay. La foto, the video. You did a video, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did a little video of it, so you can check it out. Where are you? I think it'll fit on
What
here.
is? I don't. What are you talking
Is
about?
is Julius frozen? Oh, there he is.
No, I'm here. I'm
He
here.
was in
All
the
right,
cell.
I was looking at my phone.
Orale. So yeah, it's Comics Attic in Chaparral, New Mexico. I'm not sure if they have an online presence. They're only open once a
They
week,
should.
one day out of the week, but it's worth it if you go out there. And they have the CGC facilitator go out there all the time to pick up books. Oli was actually shopping around his books that he took that were signed by like J. Scott Campbell and Jim Lee and all these other books that he has.
Nice.
To
Travis
get kind of
Charest
like a
and Joe Mad and
the Sheriff, yeah, the Joe Mad one threw
Michael
me off.
Mike, Michael Turner also.
Oh no way. Oh, dude, nice.
I
Michael
got I got
Turner,
a
man, that
I
guy.
got
He's
both Fathom, the cover one
yeah,
and
he's
two.
the only artist that was because I'm not like I wasn't a big fan of that like a Tom McFarlane clones as I called them. But Michael Turner just had like it was like his style. Like he took
Yeah,
that and he just fucking totally made it his own style and he fucking, killed it, man, with his artwork.
I got to meet
Sorely
him
miss
once.
him. I sorely
Really,
miss
really
him.
cool.
Yeah.
He signed my friend's pants.
No way.
Yeah, because he didn't have a book or anything, he didn't have a paper. He's like, "Can you sign my pants?" And sure enough, Michael Turner signed his pants and stuff. Really cool guy. That's
Nice.
the same time that I met Bernie Wrightson. It was at a Bad Boy Con in Phoenix. Fucking awesome, awesome man.
bad boy.
So this is a little video of the Comics Addict. We went out there. Go for it, man.
Oh, audio.
There's audio. Oh yeah, there is. Hey guys, what's going on? This is
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
yes, Ray.
Ooh, look at all the old books.
Letting you know that the Comics Addict is available, is open today. If you guys get a chance, come down to sunny Chaparral, New Mexico, and make your way over here and check out these books. This shop is beautiful. It is awesome. I love the setup that they have. Today we have CGC graded books as well. So if you guys get a chance, get over here and check this out. Look at this. Look at this. We got Don in the house. Say hi, Don.
Hi, Don.
CGC grader right here. So, not a grader. Sorry.
Facilitator.
Facilitator. Sorry, sir. Sorry. Not an official grader, but a facilitator. So if you guys are interested in having your books graded, please, by all means, come on down. Comics Addict, open today, Saturday. I forget what day it is. January 6th, King Day. Be a king. Show up at the Comics Attic and check out their wares because some of these books are badass, man. Look at that. That's some nice books.
Cool.
New arrivals. Be a new arrival at the Comics Attic.
Badass.
Be a new arrival at the comics.
That was cool, man. They had some really nice books. We want to go back because there's a lot of books that were like, oh shit. I got the Duke book.
No, you got the Duke book. Yeah, you got it for free, right?
Yeah, they gave me the Duke book and the Death in the Family, the new ending, the alternate ending. I got that one too.
Lucky.
Look,
I wanted to pick up that issue, but they sold out at my shop.
Yeah, dude, I was surprised because I just asked for it, like, hey, by any chance, I was ready to pay for them, and they're like, hold on, because we already gave him, put them all in the pull box, and then he went into like the secret stash, the underground cave that they have, and he came back with them, and then like he's all like, here you go, and I'm like, holy shit, dude, how much do I owe you? And they're like, no, just take it on the house. I'm like, holy fucking shit, dude, these guys are badass. And then Oli walks in, give me that statue, right? Give me that mask. I'm taking that right there. Can't stop me. You know who I am.
Because Pancho also got a deal. He got free books too. He got a one.
Yeah, but they were from the dollar bin. Wait.
No, but he got free. And I was like, hey, I want a deal too.
Let's do it.
But I mean, I wanted to like haggle to buy this. It was $60 in the store, and I was like, hey, well, I was talking to Marcus because that's the owner of the shop, and he was saying, well, how much do you want? I mean, how much you want to pay for it? And I was like, I'm gonna lowball you guys, so be ready. I offered 20. Hey, $20. How's that? I mean, and he started laughing. I was thinking about 30, and I was like, well, it's go in the middle, meet you in the middle, 25. And they're like, oh, hold on, let me see if I have the box. And he goes back to the secret cave, like what Ray said. And he packed it, and he was like, here, take it, it's yours, like as a gift. I was like,
Nice.
oh shit, wow.
Nice.
And then we sold them books afterwards.
Hey, on top of that, you want to buy some books?
You're
So-
your books, man. So
We're
yeah,
waiting for
the shop is awesome, and yeah, man. We're invited to go to Free Comic Book Day, right? For
Yeah.
this year.
We're also the facilitator is setting something up, hopefully, for Albuquerque as well.
For
I
July.
think in July, so that we're going to be up there. We're going to be there with Raymond Gay, hopefully. Andy Kuhn might be there too, and a few other professionals, and we're going to do a thing there in the Burque. So that should be interesting also. So, a ver qué pasa. But yeah, man, it was really fun. It was really interesting. Like I said, Marcus and Izzy are fucking badasses. And I'm gonna ask them to see if they have an online presence because you guys need to get in on this, especially with the CGC, the slab books that they have, because they have some high rated books like 9.9s and stuff like that.
10s,
So-
they got 10s too.
They got a 10, yeah, they got a motherfucking 10, dude. Like that's unheard of. So
10? Which book was that?
it was the comics.
Sorry. I'm sorry,
Pretty
man.
much, I forgot what it was. It was an indie
Yeah,
book.
I never heard of a 10. Holy shit.
Yeah, it was an indie book, and he showed me the picture. The facilitator showed me the picture, and I was like, "Holy crap, man!" Like, yeah, it was great at CGC. It was a 10, and it was for
and
an
then
indie book.
Easy got 9.9s, no?
Yeah, he got
Also?
9.9s. He had his books back, and they were all slabbed and graded at 9.9. I was like, "Holy crap!" But they were indie books also, man. So goes to show you that indie books, do make the grade because we care about our books. So there's this thing also that Don was showing us that I guess Marvel and DC are starting to do, and I think the indie people started doing it first. They're shipping out books that have sleeves on them, so that they don't get all mishandled and stuff. So they have a protective sleeve on top of the cover, and then
That's how Julius sent me his books, though.
oh really?
Yeah.
Right,
When I sent him the issues of the Ghetto Dragon, it was a complimentary because I guess it was like the what do you call it? They introduced them recently, and so
Yeah.
they gave them to me for free. I was like, well, here's a test run in case you like it. We charge extra for this, and I was like, hey, this is kind of nice actually.
It is.
Mhm.
It's really cool. I didn't get one of those, but nonetheless, it was cool.
You weren't there that weekend.
No shit. Um, Another thing that they do at the Comics Addict, which is unheard of in all the other stores that I've been to in El Paso, is that they treat and when they get their issues, they handle everything with gloves. They don't mess around. So if you want to have books graded, they automatically start handling everything with gloves. So that's really cool. I want my
You'll
Ghetto
get
Dragon
yours,
man.
metal. I have plans for Ghetto Dragon, so hopefully this year is the year of Dragon. What? Wait, this year is the year
Well,
of
it
Dragon,
is.
isn't it?
It is You're the Dragon,
Oh,
dude.
dude, it's perfect. Holy shit, perfect.
You better get on it, man.
I
Get
better
on
get
it.
on it then. Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
that's a perfect
TikTok,
promotion of
TikTok. The
fucking
year of the
the Year
dragon.
of the
Spend it with
Dragon.
the Ghetto Dragon. Chica.
Yeah, don't sleep on it, cabrón.
I
So
will.
yeah, man. Get más before we go.
Pues
Ya
ya,
estamos
güey,
at
That's it, dude.
the
Yeah.
hour mark.
Night.
Hopefully we will be back on Wednesday again, Mercolesazos. We gotta start doing more streams, man. Gotta expose our faces, especially since Cryptidnals is back with 656. So we gotta take care of all of that legwork, man. Get people interested in the issues that are coming out through 656 Comics Publishing, and see where we go from there. But we want to thank you guys for sticking around with us. This is a new year, new me, all that other good stuff. Thank you for joining us for the show. Whitney says hello. How are you?
Whitney Houston.
I love this pop, man. I love Whitney Houston.
I miss Whitney.
I miss Whitney too. Um,
She was my first
but
crush.
yeah, same here, man. Same here.
Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful in every way.
Good times. Anyway, so good stream,
Thank you,
boys. Thank
man.
you so much, Metal Movies and Brewskis. Follow him as well. ¿Qué más? Julius, where can we find you? What's going on with you?
You can find me on X at A Lucid Comic, and you can also find me on Instagram at A Lucid PRD, and also on YouTube, Julius Freeman Comics, where every Friday I live stream with my co-host Kyle, and we discuss things that are happening in the comic book industry, alongside pop culture and movies and TV shows, as well as a segment called "Is It Worth the Pickup," where Kyle reviews a comic book from the indie scene, by the way. And depending on the artist or the creator of the book, they might join us, they may or may not join us, and listen to Kyle's critique and tell the people if it's worth the pickup. We had Ben Soto on this past Friday, and I dug what I read. When he has a comic book out called Cephas the Vampire on Global Comics. I dug it. It was a great little 13-page short story. It was really well done, and Kyle did say it's worth the pickup for that one. So
Nice.
just subscribe to the channel. Every Friday we have a live stream, so check it out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Also, we're launching Second Chance campaign for Dead Stop Tour of Terror on February 6th on Kickstarter. So make sure to
What
sign
day?
up for
What day
that.
is February 6th? Hold on, let me check.
It's Wednesday. No,
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday. So
Yeah.
we will be having something for that day. Maybe I don't know. People are demanding a drunk stream. Maybe we'll do one of those.
Fucking, ¿cómo se dice? Kickstarter is weird because they tell us to launch in the morning because that's like their peak hours for people
Yeah.
to back.
Ah.
That's why we launched. We're gonna launch.
We can launch in the morning, but we can have the night.
Oh yeah, we'll do a night stream.
For sure, and get
Yeah.
get the word out. Of course, you guys.
We're
if you
gonna
guys want
we're gonna do a low funding goal, probably $500, just to get it like in the algorithm, because this shit's already printed, guys. It's
I was
already
about to say
done.
that the book is
Sorry.
done, guys. So once it
Yeah.
goes live, get on it because it's limited quantities, and that way we can ship them out to you as quickly as possible as soon as we get the fundage to do it. If any of you guys have shows, if you want us on your show, please reach out and let us know. We'll be more than happy to go on there and talk about our craft and just shoot the shit kind of thing about anything and everything that has to do with comics and other stuff, paranormal, conspiracy theories. What's the word for the year? The word for the year is mission. Mission Comics. We're going to do comics this year, and that is our mission to bring you the best fucking indie comics available, done by one of the best fucking teams out there right now in the indie comic landscape, and that's 6x6 Comics, along with Julius as well, because he's an honorary member. So just keep that in mind, guys. We are coming at you very, very hard this year. Happy Harry Hard on. So get ready. All right, guys, you ready to go?
Ready to go.
Excelsior, everyone. Have a good night.
Good night.
Step into the shadows of the borderland, where a chilling realm of legends, monsters, and madmen awaits. 656 Comics takes you on the road with Dead Stop, Tour of Terror.
I want